Hey.
Well, hello to you. It's great to see you, and I hope you find you well. I'm Jenny Kirk, welcoming you back up here to the loft and Weir Yard. And today we've got a special guest. It's
Special
not
guest.
Different, just special.
Just special.
Special. Richard Brighton from DCCConcepts has made the trek down from Settle. How long does it take you?
In the snow and the ice and the wind and the floods.
Is it snowy up there?
It's snowy.
Did you build
and
a
it's...
snowman?
No.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Had to happen.
Oh, so anyway,
Yes.
we've got quite a lot of people in the chat. Ham Shackleton, Jordan Hunter, Delft Junction, Timothy Kynard, Richard Swidowski, RG Models 86, Patrick Ling, JTG Werewolf, David White, JL Railways, Andy Fry's Junction. It's going too quick. 3B Rail.
Did you see my email about a printed holder?
Awesome.
I can't remember.
A printed-
I slept.
Harrick, Nick Garollo. There's loads of people.
Yeah, doesn't
and
Richard look
Sardi,
small? Yes, I do.
PGT
I do.
120.
I look very
yes.
small.
Beth G, great to see you. Yeah, we've just swapped.
I am a hobbit.
Can I just say, we swapped sides because about 30 seconds before going live, you went, "Oh, I don't want to sit there. I look fat in that chair."
Thanks.
So instead, I'm taking one for the team, and I'm. Looking,
Hey!
I hope,
Start your bingo for
1 minute in.
innuendo.
1 minute.
yeah,
That's
can I
all.
just say, Craig and Andy, I hope you've got your
Behave
innuendo
yourselves.
bingo cards.
Behave
Because if
yourself.
you don't, we'll give you one.
Hey! So, anyway, yes, we've got Richard Brighton from DCCConcepts, the king of the innuendos.
Dare you?
Also known as Auntie Wainwright, never knowingly let anybody leave the shop
Okay,
without
that's-
buying something.
Yes, of course. That's why you come to a shop, is it not?
Sorry, is that what did you say? Why I come to you?
Okay. And on that note, let's see what happens if we roll VT.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Welcome to the Monday Club, your online model rail club for all the news, gossip, layout tours and more with your host, broadcaster and model maker, Jennifer Kirk.
The Monday Club is proudly sponsored by TMC, the Model Centre. Check them out at themodelcentre.com. The website features extensive stocks of new models as well as selective pre-owned items where you can track down that bargain you've always wanted. Pre-order with confidence all of the forthcoming models from all the manufacturers. TMC also offer a renumbering and renaming service so you can get the exact identity of locomotive that you want. Why not also check out their value weathering or go for something incredibly special with their bespoke service where you can choose from a more extensive weathered look right through to custom graffiti either off the peg or to a design of your choice. Check out TMC today at themodelcentre.com and start your model journey. Welcome back. It's great to see you.
Now, can I just say one
thank
thing?
you to TMC for
Can I just say
sponsoring
one
the-
thing?
You already have done.
You two, if you were like this when you were working together, it's no wonder nothing ever got done.
Oh,
Lots got done.
Loads of, yeah.
Lots got done,
If
yes.
RJ is watching, we did loads of stuff. We were never busier than when we were sat in there.
Giggling.
We
No.
didn't even stop to breathe. We used to take a big deep breath at
Well,
the
I
start
was
of the
busy anyway.
Yeah. Because we used to sit next
You were
to
just
each
eating
other.
chocolate and burping.
No, I didn't.
Sorry, farting.
That sounds
Wow.
about right again, actually.
No, I didn't.
I thought of going out for car trips and then throwing up in the verge.
Oh, I'm not a very good passenger, it must be said.
I was going 10 miles an hour.
Yeah, over roads that were doing this. Like, woo, woo.
There was a queue behind me.
There was a
No, there
cube.
wasn't. No,
We
there
are the
wasn't. But yeah, we used to.
Then you traumatised Andy by going out to the woods with him. I got
Thank
told...
you so much to TMC, the Model Centre, for sponsoring tonight's show.
Thanks
It
for
really
being
is
on brand,
appreciated. Do check them out for all of your new and pre-owned needs, plus their exclusive weathering service.
Exactly. Yeah, I was trying to say that. You talked over me.
No, I didn't.
So today we're going to be talking a little bit about... we're going to have a guessing game. Neither of us actually know what's coming up in the Hornby 2025.
I have an idea of what's coming.
How?
I think there's going to be a Rainhill Trials action set.
What with...
for the 200th anniversary.
What with a Stevenson place, bend over and take it action playset?
No, that is Larry the Locomotive, Jen, not the Rainhill Trials.
Little car.
Yeah.
Oh, well, look
Like Ivor the Engine.
Little characters, yeah.
Have you got an Ivor the Engine?
No,
on
I
pre-order?
have not got an Ivor the Engine.
Has-
I was sorely tempted.
I think a
Who's
lot
got
of
an Ivor the Engine on pre-order?
Yeah, show of hands. Who's got Ivor the Engine?
Who's
on
got
pre-order?
one? Hey.
And Jeff, no, DCCConcepts don't have Railcom. We're working on that, maybe, possibly in the future.
I didn't think
but we
anybody
don't
was
have
still
it.
use it. Is that like sort of like
It's a lens thing, but it's been adopted by a lot of other people.
right?
About locomotive positioning and communication. But no, we don't have it in the Zen decoders at the moment, no.
Peter Joyce says, "Hi all, Jenny. Can you please send a massive thank you to the NHS? Thank you. Had my appendix out on Saturday, so now in bed recovering.
You did?
No, I didn't.
She did.
They did. Yes,
They did?
They did.
Who did?
Peter Joyce.
No, Peter didn't have his appendix out.
No, Peter Joyce did. They just
Did he?
yeah. Look, read the thing. Right, Zoe.
Oh, yeah. Look, it says it there, look.
Yeah. Oh God. I'm working with amateurs. So
I love it.
Will you get on with it?
What's wrong? What's the matter, dear?
What are you thinking?
Could you stop it?
What?
What's wrong, lads? What's wrong? Did Timmy fall down the well?
No, he was pushed.
Did you push Timmy down the well?
No.
Good dog.
Mark's got an Ivor.
Yeah. Simon Train's Mother Railway Showcase says the Rainhill Trial set. Would that be a novelty item? That's your kind of level of joke, isn't it? But
What you mean?
I'm talking. You're giving stuff away today.
I have some giveaways.
You're like the anti-shopkeeper.
I have little giveaways.
Stuff away.
Yes, I do have some giveaways.
So
and I have an exclusive launch.
Exclusive
launch.
So we're going to be
My
announcing
goodness.
a new exclusive product.
But it's not a new exclusive product. It's an exclusive launch of a new product.
Okay. What's the difference?
But it's exclusive to TNC, so it's sort of exclusive.
Yeah. What?
It's like Eaton Central. You give away my coronation, don't come home.
Yes, James, I'm sorry, but we did have to butcher your coronation set.
Yeah, we just took a Dremel to it. It'll buff out. Don't know. We had to put tension locks.
Yeah, we had to take out the double thing because it wouldn't go on Jenny's track with those.
Well, no, it wasn't that. The
It was that.
The double-ended push-in things wouldn't actually, because where you put it on the track, it was really hard to get them in the hole.
So that's why you notice that they're a bit further apart between the pairs because we had to put
So they're not close couples.
If we had more time, we could have done something different.
We could have,
but we just
but
needed no.
But we
were eating pizza.
Yeah. Chris Jones 10 says, "What's this stream about?" Well, the stream is about. We're going to be having a little brainstorming about what we think might be coming up in the Hornby 2025.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
I genuinely think
yeah,
that
but
a Rainhill Trial set would be an amazing thing.
But also to swing back round. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Well, you know what I
You've
want
brought
out of that. What? Do you want to talk about me again?
Yes.
Oh,
So you're going to give away some goodies.
I am.
Well, all
Yes.
of these.
Yes, there's 5 there.
5.
5.
So these are the torch and pen sets.
They are. They're lovely.
And what do you normally sell these at?
They sell for £9.95 each.
$9.95. But you're
Yes.
going to give away for free.
For free.
And you'll even post
To
it to
5
people?
lucky people, we will post it to them, and they will have one.
How do you want to do this? You're looking at me like.
Well, it's your channel and it's your stream and things like that. So do you want to do a little competition saying the best something, or I don't know, whatever you like?
How shall we do it? You have a jolly good think about it. Then.
We have an adjudicator.
Yes, we do. What are you looking at?
I am looking at the feedback I'm getting on a message saying, "Is the stream dropping for you?" No.
No.
Good
Hello,
evening,
New
New
Junction.
Junction. Oh, here's been some. Right, Mark Wilson, the waxer of the DeLorean, because he makes models so good.
I like Zantec. Look, it's about model railway chaos.
Yes,
He's got
always.
that right, hasn't he?
Oh, wow. Simon Snow has gifted
thank you,
5
Simon.
Jennifer Eco
Awesome.
Model Railway
Thank you.
memberships. Thank you so much.
You can irritate even more people now.
Yeah, the thingy's just gone off that I was about to read. Hello, New
What's gone
Junction. Great to see you.
It's amazing when you see who's in the chat, who's not
Retro
talking, isn't it?
Rambles is stuttering.
Yeah, a few people saying that it's stuttering, but I think, is that coming from Andy and Craig?
It's just my radiation.
Right,
what
Hornby
it's
announced Class 74, says Mark Wilson. I actually think that the Class 74 is more likely to come from EFE models, would be my guess. Now, there's reasoning for this.
Hirsch or Plum.
I think that the DJ models Class 71 tooling is still floating around in the ether somewhere, and that tooling was designed to take extra slides to make the 74, although they didn't make the slides at the time. So I would say that's more likely to turn up with EFE models. Never say never.
Never!
I think if Hornby did a 74, they would do it from scratch, and I'm not sure that they would. Big thank you to JL Railways. It's very kindly
Thank you,
donated
JL Railways. But I read that and I
£4.99.
thought he'd donated £140 for a minute there.
Hey Jenny and Zoe, how's you? I managed to get a Hornby Manston on 34070 DCC fitted with Orkney's SG lamp lights for £140. That's actually
Nice.
if that's DCC fitted and with working lamps, that's pretty good. Name a Gamer YT says New Junction was watching your videos yesterday. He didn't see anything. He can't prove anything. Busby Junction says evening Z class. Yeah, it's a weird southern
Z-class,
thing.
yes, maybe, but it's not northern.
So what northern thing? Would you want
I want the
something?
Kirtley. Are you right? I
The
want
Kirtley,
the
yeah.
Kirtley. Because there's loads of different. You can do.
How long did they last?
Forever.
Forever.
I think they went through about 10 different liveries from loads of different companies. And
Did they last into BR?
James will tell us. Look, Clegg Eaton will tell us if Kirtley's lasted
Clegg
into BR. Otherwise known as Midland 700s, weren't they?
Yeah, but what do you think about the Midland Spinner, the 115 class? Is it the 115? Midland Spinner? Ran at Rainhill. Actually, isn't there an anniversary for Rainhill coming up? Is it 200?
It's the 200th anniversary. It's Locomotive 200 or something.
Yeah. We wanted to be part of that with Smurf. But apparently we have to do something that's got to do with the real railway and not model railways.
Who said that?
They did.
Who's they?
The people who were organising the 200-year celebration-y things.
Or maybe you
But maybe I need to mention that we've got a railway station next to us, and maybe then that qualifies it.
But you're also having the Schnews, the Settle Model Railway Festival.
Yes.
And what date is that on?
That's on the 19th and 20th of July.
19th and 20th of July.
For free.
For free?
Free entry. Yeah.
Excuse me, the signal box will be open, so you
Yes.
can go and play with a real signal box.
Yes.
So, it coulda, woulda, shoulda. But very strange that they wouldn't go, yeah, sure, everybody get on board. Right, I've just pressed the button, Zoe. Oh, no, it has come up. So I actually think, I'm gonna stick my head out and say...
Good, I'm glad it's your head.
Yeah, I'm going to say that actually something from the National Collection that's never been done before.
Well, what's something from the National Collection that has never been done before?
Right, well...
That's going to push you now. Come on. Name something from the National
Midland
Collection.
Spinner, the C2 Atlantic. What else? Q7.
Q7 might work.
What else? I'm just trying... I'm racking my brains... Well, there's all things like Novelty and Sanspirel, the
Copper
the replica. Oh, Copper Knob.
Yeah.
Yeah, could do. Oh, DCCConcepts building in the Scaledale range. Do you talk much with Hornby? What, being another fellow manufacturer?
Well, when we're next to them at the show, they tell us to take our sign down. But
which sign?
No,
what, the big sign that says Hornby smells?
That says DCCConcepts that was on their stand because they backed onto us. So
oh, right.
I can see the confusion. They don't want to like a Hornby...
Oh, right. You didn't have a sign that said Hornby smells. Come and see the DCCConcepts stand for details.
No, we love Hornby. We do.
Yes.
Honestly, if it
Oh,
wasn't...
Gladstone.
a new Duchess in streamline styling. Yeah.
How about the Salamanca?
The what? Is that in the? That's not in the National Collection.
No, it's not.
Well, then
It was built 10 years after the Catch Me You Can, and it's a
She's
commercial.
obsessed with
They'll
the Catch Me.
sell 10 of them.
Yeah.
And it's a commercial locomotive that looks
Hampshire-
completely stupid.
Gladstone is. Ham Shackleton says Gladstone has been bagged. It's not been done before, as far as I know.
Someone spotted the 31.
The 31. Oh, a 31. Is that? Yeah, and
someone
I'm
spotted
surprised.
the unusual livery as well.
New Junction hasn't spotted it. That's an Acura scale one as well. Ben Davis says, sorry Jennifer, but have to do my list. Y14 in Great Eastern Railway blue and grey at North Norfolk, Z class. London, Tilbury and Southend Railway 79 class. That's Thundersley. Yes, of course, Thundersley's in the collection as well. LBSCR is that an I3? The C2, I said that. At Highland Railway, Stratton HI Yellow. A3 King in BR Ultramarine Blue. Actually, yeah, I like that livery.
Is the 31 an ETH one with the white stripe?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh.
It
Cleckheaton
would normally be dragging a DMU, but we couldn't get it working before we started.
Cleckheaton Central, I think, yeah, the A4 tooling does leave obvious space for their steam generator. It would be very trivial for them to add it. And I have to say, actually, in the numbering scheme for the TXS decoder profiles, there's a few obvious gaps, and I think that they are for steam generator fitted locos.
You know, James and I were in, or not, James and I were in the office. James was doing this because there's no way I'd be able to do it. He was
you'd be busy working, wouldn't you?
Of course. But he was trying to figure out how the steam generator was getting its signal from the sound decoder.
And?
No, we didn't figure it out. There's only 4 wires between the loco and the tender.
Right.
There's not enough wires. And it was doing weird things with aux 3 and 4 and motor control and all. We still didn't figure it out.
They've got boffins. They've got
boffins.
pipes and everything.
Boffin, yes, absolutely.
So I'm going to press the button.
Pressing a button.
Hit the lever.
So 4 wires
black,
beside. Cleckheaton Central says 4 wires besides the motor and pickup.
That's right. Yes.
Well, then surely one of those will be
one of those would be
return.
for front lights. One of them's common return. So that's 2.
Yeah. Does it have firebox flicker?
Yes.
Is it controllable?
No.
Right. So ignore that then. So the other 2 must be to do with the
You'd think so, but they're not apparently.
Why? If you cut them, does it stop working?
No,
it doesn't. You try.
If you take the decoder out, it keeps working.
Well, the steam.
Once you've set it going, if you take the decoder out, it keeps going.
Well, I'm guessing then it takes its power direct from track.
So it must be a relay switch in the loco somehow.
But then it must have some kind of signal from the decoder to basically tell it when to puff.
And you think it was on function 1 because it turns on when the sound turns on, but it's not attached to function 1. Yeah, you see,
it's probably on something.
Some boffin out there will know.
It's probably on.
Yes, aux 3 and 4 are active at all time if you test the decoder function 1 on or off. So we don't, because we thought it might be aux 3 4 that was doing it, but it's not, because if you turn the sound off, they stay on. So it's not even that.
And the TXS decoders, they're like, it's the same decoder whether it's got the steam generator profile or a regular one.
It is. So you can't make an ESU decoder turn on the steam generator.
Okay.
This is why we were studying.
Have you tried a Zen? What does a Zen do?
It can't. It doesn't work. No matter what functions you enable, it will not turn on the smoke generator. It has to be a TXS decoder.
So it must be using some kind of protocol that's unique
it's some sort
to
of proprietary protocol. Yes,
it works.
It works. Absolutely, it does.
Yes. Yeah. Esk Valley Boy says Northeastern Railway Class 1001 long boiler. Oh, okay. So apart from your Kirtley,
Craig's upset.
Oh, is he? Oh.
He's upset because I'm sitting in the captain's chair.
Yeah, well, he complained. He said this chair made him look fat. Anyway, how are we going to give these away? Well, what I suggest is that we devise something that people can email, and then we will, like, the first 5 people.
How many locomotives were put into service? on the Stockton and Darlington.
What, the locomotion number 1?
Yeah. How many
I
locomotions?
don't know the answer.
That's a good question. People can go and research that.
They
They
can.
can.
Yes.
In this age of
Yes.
Google
Yes,
and
there you are.
Wikipedia.
So there comes the
It's not-
question from the adjudicator.
Right.
How many locomotives locomoted on the Stockton and Darlington Railway?
Yes.
As opposed to how many locomotives have been called locomotion.
Yes.
Right.
But how many locomotives locomoted?
That's a bit of a tongue twister,
It
that.
says you should say that.
No. So we'll let Zoe type that in and then cut and paste that. Oh,
Ooh,
thank you so much, Jail
thank
Row. It's
you.
very kindly donated $4.99 on the Super Duper Chat. Says, hey Jenny, just asking, could I get a shout out to Heather Latcham, my mum? She loves watching the Monday Club. She would really appreciate it. Cheers. So a big hello.
Hello to Heather Latcham.
It's
Woo.
great to see you. I hope you well. Yeah. Make sure that kid of yours behaving.
Oh, I've missed the question up.
Oh,
How many locomotives? No.
Locomotives.
all right.
How many locomotives?
And you've misspelt commissioned as well. Right, James Seeper says, I
There you
can't
go.
help but thinking, the manufacturers are rapidly running out of
I
prototypes.
think there's a fair bit
They're
to
not.
go.
No.
you know.
How many J-class locomotives
I
are
always
there?
give this as an idea, like J classes. They go. There are a few gaps, but J1 all the way up to J94. How many have actually been produced in model form? I think it's less than 10. And that's just locomotives that the LNER had. When you move into the Great Western, LMS, Southern.
And then you go throughout history as well, so it's not just that snapshot
Yeah.
of time, is it? It's back and forward.
I mean,
And then we haven't even gotten near to modelling all of the multiple units that are currently in use now.
yeah,
We're nowhere near that.
absolutely. And we still haven't had a Class 01 diesel shunter. So there's stuff that BR had that still hasn't been made. Electrics 81 to 84. I mean, Hornby 00 did do a model of the Class 81, but that's like ye olde. So it's more than right
Yeah,
for being
305,
redone.
310.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
of missing stuff. Right, what are we looking at here?
There's the answer.
Oh,
How many locomotives?
I've got the answer. I found the answer because it's been handed to me in light.
Thank you, PTTT120. When will DCCConcepts announce their TT120 concrete sleeper 120 track system?
He's a card, isn't he? He's a card. But no, I mean, I have to say that TT120 has done very, very well, considering when it was launched. The usual armchair dwelling suspects went, it'll never work, what a waste of money, nothing in it for me. And actually, it's done quite well.
Yeah.
I believe that sales are
I
getting
guarantee
close to
that if the
engage.
armchair specialists say it won't work, then it'll be very
Yes,
successful.
yes. It's,
We're aware of the quality of the camera. We will be upgrading the camera this year. We haven't yet.
Absolutely. Yes, sorry, I'm chugging.
So that's why we
an
look like
energy
characters
drink.
from The Simpsons.
Yes.
Yes. So just imagine you're watching an episode of The Simpsons.
Yes.
Do
That'd be Chief Wiggum.
eat my shorts.
No.
No,
know where they've
no,
been.
no.
Okay.
No.
Andy Fryer's Junction says TT sells
Yeah,
well.
385 in
I
Scotland.
was talking to somebody from TMC, Peachy, who says that actually TT has been a really good seller for them as well. I think actually that TT 120 is definitely here to stay. I mean, it was no question of that because it's very popular in parts of Europe anyway. But I think it has been a real winner for Hornby.
Oh my goodness.
Wow,
Stevie
20.
Thank you
Phillips,
so
thank you
much.
so much.
Awesome.
So now we get to see who's been lurking. Kill the Cube, Minty Fallout, Solaris, Martin O'Keefe, Keefo, Richard Lewis, Clawlington
What have
Station
you
Model
seen?
Railway, John Craggs, Ollie Simons. He is in. He is in. He's probably stopped at a signal somewhere going, come on, signalman. I want to get home. I've got a pot noodle. It's burning. Longmont Trains, Model Railway Master. Matt's Model Railways, Jordan Hunter, Pika Blob, Pika, Paul Rebel, Paul Burrows, Rahane Manick, David Murnane, and Ethan Brooker. I can name check all of the Ethan Brooker.
Jenny, are you going to Model Rail Scotland? I'm not, but James is.
Is he taking a stand, or is he going as Joe?
James is going to be on the KMS Railtech stand with a demo layout, and he's going to be there to answer all the questions people have about our products. KMS are taking the full range of DCCConcepts products, and we'll have it all on display and for sale.
And do you know, a TMC going to be there?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Oh, okay then. So presumably people will need to check out their website, because you're going to be exclusively launching the product that you've brought samples.
I have got this here.
What's this?
Oh, is there more
my
than
goodness.
One? There's more than one.
This is the thing.
That's the
And
thing.
that's the other thing. You
There's a
see.
special
thing.
There's
sticker
two
on
things,
some
and then
of
there's
these.
a 1 and a 3, and there's a 1 and a 3. You see.
Oh my word! Oh, these are great. Right. So,
Yeah, so you see things.
Talk us through these.
Right.
And I'll get my supreme assistant
So
to hold these up to the camera somewhere so that people can see. So if I go to
which camera would you like me to go to?
well,
Oh, hello.
what I'll have to do is we pass them to her,
Oh,
and
pass
she
them to
holds
Zoe.
them in front of
So
that.
there you go.
So-
What's this?
So let me give you a
Oh.
bit of history on this. So when Hattons stopped trading, a lot of their stock was made available for other retailers to purchase and sell.
Yes.
TMC found that the Hattons solenoid point motors sold very well. They were very popular with their customers. But
And
of
these
course,
are the ones that were made exclusively for
for
Hattons
Hattons
at the
by
time.
us,
Yeah.
yes. So we made them for Hattons.
Do you want to take it out of the box and show the
can
good
do.
people?
So we made these point motors for Hattons. It's the
just that bit.
HAT-PM-01. And they were reviewed by Hornby magazine in 2017, who actually gave them the Best Solenoid Award. Interestingly, of all the point motors that they tested, only one that were in the top 10, only one wasn't made by DCCConcepts. So that was good.
I suppose that's something actually a lot of people might not realise, is that you do make a lot of the own brand products that certain retailers sell.
Yes.
Things like decoders.
Yes.
So there's Rails Connect decoders.
Yes.
You have in the past made decoders for Hattons, for Gauge Master. And are there any others?
For decoders now, of course we make our same manufacturer makes the AE model decoders as well that we distribute. And then we have the Zen decoders as well. Then point motor wise, we made the Gauge Master PM10 and 20, and then we made the Rails Connect surface mount and underboard, and then the Hattons one.
And this is different. If people are familiar with the Rails Connect one, this is quite a different design, and it's got one of the things that's immediately very apparent is it has like a
crank.
A crank. Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
So the older viewers will be familiar with the old H&M solenoid point motors, which are they're much bigger than this. They're far bigger than this.
Yeah, they're quite chunky when
and-
you consider that they're gutless when it comes to changing points.
Well, no, they're not gutless. You just need a massive cap to fire them, and then they're okay.
Yeah,
but you need a massive
all
cap
the
to do
lights in the street dim as your points change.
My father uses H&M point motors on several points on the layout, and there's one route in particular that if you change the lever for that route, the lights in the garage dim, and the transformer that's powering the recharge circuit for the CDUs, it makes a specific noise. Okay, it goes like that. So yeah, so they take a lot of power. These are very, very efficient.
Yes.
But the crank mechanism that's on there basically allows that point motor to be surface mounted or underboard point mounted.
So you can mount this.
Mounted.
I know a lot of people are very familiar with the Pico PL10 and PL10E. So with those, you can mount them underneath, but you can't mount them above board unless you use an adapter. This effectively has everything is built in.
Yes.
It's like what you buy, it does everything. There's a pin extension in the box that comes with it,
so that
that
if you
can then
if you're
poke through
mounting it underneath, that would go up through the baseboard. That's correct, yeah. And
or
if you're surface mounting it, then you'd get a bit of rod and tube or a little bit of wire and go from there. And if you were doing it yourself on your own, what I would do is I'd mount it like this with the point here, and then take the rod out, and I'd put a little Omega loop in it.
Yeah, so it's got a little bit of give.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then put that onto the connection point on the point motor. So it can be surface mounted, it can be sub mounted, but it can be used for other things apart from points as well, of course.
Yeah, I mean, that crank there,
Yeah.
it does, and all of a sudden it does open up a lot more that you would have had to have been quite ingenious with any other brands, but that gives you a lot of different options. I mean,
The other thing, of course, is the crank is removable if you don't want it on there.
so if it gets in the way,
then you can
it's
just
just
remove
on
it,
a nylock nut on a screw.
Yeah.
And these are going to be released as either single packs or 3 packs.
Yes. Now,
what price point?
that I don't know, because Howard said he was going to send me a link to my messenger, and I don't know whether he has or not. So let's have a quick look. He hasn't yet. Now, they will be going live on TMC's website, I think, tonight. So the price point and everything like that will be on there.
Peachy TT120
Yes.
might be able to access. TMC have apparently put out a newsletter.
There
now,
we go. Okay, there we are. TMC just
So
emailed. There we
you
are.
saw them
So
here
hot off
first.
the press.
And they are really nice, and they're actually branded TMC.
They are
They've
branded
got
TMC,
Branded
yes.
TMC on the thing, and they come as a single pack or a
Or a
triple
3-pack, yes.
And they come with
So,
all the parts you need.
There's the 3-pack. I'll put it up here. There we are. Is that about there?
I'll go. I'll
Are you going over there?
I'm
Bye.
going to. So there's the 3-pack.
Yes.
That's what to look out for. There's the catalogue number, if people can read that. I'm just going to, because I don't think the monkey showed it off particularly well. So I'm just.
Oh, you'll be in trouble now.
Yeah.
You're criticising the monkey.
So you can
Yes.
see there. You can see that little crank on the side. So it gives you a lot of different flexibility for mounting things.
Howard has just said to me, we're just watching, Richard, links now all live on the website. There we are.
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent. So if somebody's able to share those and just stick them in the chat, then people know where to go. But that's not everything, is it?
But wait, that's not all.
But wait, there's more.
When you phone today, you'll also get... So these are the solenoid control boards, so decoder boards, for controlling those point motors.
So these are like people are probably familiar with the ADS range that you do.
Yes.
These are very, very similar to an ADS.
Yes, so effectively it's a single channel solenoid point controller for DCC, but not just for DCC, because you can power it with DC and put a switch into that.
Yes.
Why would you do that, you ask?
Reasons?
Why would you do that, you ask?
If you...
No. Why would you do that, you ask? No,
if you needed to,
oh
if you
my
needed
goodness.
to be...
Zoe!
Why would you do
Goodness sake!
I'm sorry.
It's terrible at context.
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm slightly autistic. Don't just...
Slightly. Oh, double deckers.
There you go. You haven't really got a pocket.
No,
I was going to tip.
No, don't do that. Right,
and they're all screw terminals. Just
there's
so
no
people
soldering
who are
and messing
frightened
around.
of soldering, don't worry.
So if you get the point motor, you'll notice that the point motor already has the wires connected to it.
Yep,
And
they're
then
colour-coded.
They're colour-coded, and look, they're already stripped and tinned at the other end as well. So if you want to just put them into the screw terminal, then you don't need to actually solder anything at all.
And that actually then means that you can mount this right
next
where the
to
point
that.
is. So it
So the
dramatically
question
cuts out
of
on...
why would you use that rather than a single big CDU is that this massively reduces wiring, because effectively all you've got to do is take the switch wire to it. That's it.
Yes.
Okay. Then that has the CDU on board, which changes the point motor. It also has the frog switch on board, so you don't need to mess around with little micro.
Yeah, because that was the question that I asked you, was like, well, where'd you stick the micro switch? And you went, you don't need it.
Don't ask him where to stick it.
Why would you want to put an inferior, cheap and plasticky product on when you can have the good
we want
stuff?
to remove failure points, don't we?
Yes.
That's what we want to do, because as you know, with something like down there,
Yes,
if that goes,
been there,
you
done
have
that.
got an absolute nightmare trying to get to that.
Especially once you've built everything
Yes,
in.
yes.
Ask me how I know.
And extended the baseboard out so you can no longer reach it.
Yeah.
So you don't want failure points, and what this does is it removes the failure points of putting little micro switches on things and messing around.
Yeah.
So it's also got an LED output, so you can take it to your control panel.
So you can have a little set of lights that tell you which way you're pointing
Yes.
to set. Which people think,
You
well,
could-
but I could look.
You
But no,
could-
if it's in a hidden area.
You could connect it to a signal, for example, the LED output. You could connect that to a red
Which,
or a green
funnily
signal.
enough, on the ADS,
Here's one I made earlier.
I've got a Burco signal.
Yes.
And it's the perfect voltage to power a
There we
Burco signal. So it changes when the point changes.
Yes.
So it's
Oh.
oh, you're right.
Uh-oh.
What have you found?
A few people have got the answer wrong, but one person has got the answer very, very right.
What, they've named them all?
They've named them.
Oh, well, okay. So this person, do we name the person? Or
No,
do we not
we're
name the
going to
person?
put them in a hat.
Okay, so
Oh, but
so that person is the first one to go in a hat. To
But
get
are
one
they
of
the
these, yes.
first one to get it right? Or are
They're
they...
the first one to get it right.
So
Well,
Mark
why don't we
Wilkes.
just give them...
So-
So first person to
Because
get
no, that's not
because
how
more
this
than
works.
more than 5 people might enter it, and then you need
Exactly.
to draw it.
I've got about 20 people here.
Oh, okay, okay.
So look, that's one of the 5. Is we know that one of the 5 has gone, don't we?
Yeah.
Essentially, yes.
Fat Wallet Boy 2, don't worry. No, we're kind of dribbling along with ideas.
Have I missed the one? Yeah, no. Well, it's
The answer's
it's
straightforward.
confusion.
It's the usual bedlam here.
Yes.
But I actually do think that the clue is going to be... Sorry, there's a lot of gas in that.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, better that than
A
the
lot
other.
of gas was for something with Jenny.
But no,
Oh my
honestly,
goodness.
I think the clue is the 200th anniversary. I think if they don't do something around that, then everybody going, well, that was a missed opportunity. So I think there's going to be a bunch of things tying in with locomotives that may have been in the 1970s cavalcade, the 1930s cavalcade.
And to answer Fat Wallet Boy,
Oh my
to-
word! Mark Wilson has said PayPal gift sent.
Trump.
Oh, thank you so much.
Sorry.
Oh.
So to answer Fat Wallet Boy 2's question, yes, the lesser spotted HST is actually the Settle to Carlisle Staycation Express set,
Oh, nice.
which only ran on the Settle to Carlisle Railway and only for a short period of time, but it is therefore relevant for our shop layout, which has Ribblehead Viaduct on it.
Very nice.
There you are.
Yeah,
That is
how-
a hell of a size viaduct, by
How's
the way,
the
that you got.
scenery coming
that.
along? Has the
Uh,
Phantom Jablight Whittler finished its work? Can I just
Not
say
yet. No, he has to work on the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. you see.
thank you so much, Mark Wilson. Very generous of you. Sent £10 through the PayPal.me link.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so
Mark.
much. It's very, very generous
And
of you.
DJK666, if you're messing around with crimped terminal ferrules, I hope you're using our crimped terminal ferrule kit. Haha! Right.
But I think that I don't. If before they announced Locomotion #1, you'd have said they're going to do Locomotion #1, I'd
You
have
wouldn't
said
have believed it.
I would have said no. I don't think that's possible. And then they did it. Not only did they do it, but they made it work. So it does all that. You're seeing them flailing
Oh, yes,
It
around.
looks
yes,
so good.
Yes. We might or might not have one in the office to go around the layout. We might not. I forgot one. And we might or might not be fitting it with sound and things. So
Oh
I don't
wow,
know.
that's pretty
Anyway, that's
hardcore.
beside the point.
Ooh, my sciatica's starting to play up on this chair. I've realised the other
Nobody
reason.
messes with crimped ferrules.
But I don't know. Sanspiral. Which one was Sanspiral? Is that the one with the 2 vertical cylinders at the front?
No, you took. I've lost it now. I don't know which one that one is.
I reckon, based
Oh,
on
with the yes pistons.
I think Sanspiral could
I
be
would like to
very
see that.
doable. Now that Hornby have proved that they can do Locomotion #1, I wouldn't be surprised if they announced Sanspiral. Novelty, that was the weird one with like a little coffee pot that just basically flung hot burning coke at everybody.
What's wrong with that?
They didn't like it.
Didn't like it up 'em.
They're just never happy, are they?
Fat Wallet Boy 2 says Sanspiral at the 86214. 86. Have Hornby got a current 86 in there? They've got an 87.
They've definitely got an 87.
I think the 86...
Have they done a proper 57 yet, or is that still messed around with 47?
Yes. It messed around 47.
So do we need a proper retooled 57?
Haven't Bachmann got that covered?
Yes, but they haven't. Have they got all the variants in terms of with the?
I don't know. This is
various
modern.
different coupling things and.
This is like modern-y stuff. I have to be honest with you.
Well, you said what are they going to bring out? Yes, they'll bring out heritage things, but they've got to bring out a modern image as well, haven't they?
And Cleckheaton Central says, "Oh, and Hellion, if you don't mind it being, wrong."
Oh, that's not.
That's fighting words. In fact, we took an 86 off the track to.
I like my 47 Hellion. I like it.
I like it as well,
Yes.
and then I got flamed because apparently, if you don't agree with another YouTuber who didn't like it, then clearly you're in the pocket. You're in the pocket of the manufacturers.
I don't care whether it's right or not. I like it, and that's all that matters. Because you know what, it's mine, and I don't care.
Dr. Deborah Catherine Stevenson Jones says, which loco was effectively a horse running on a treadmill? Wasn't that something like cyclopod or something? Or I know the one you mean, and it was like laughably a failure to the point of like, why did you bother? Sort of failure.
I'll find out.
Delta Who says, I just want a re-release of Sir Nigel Gresley and LNER 2000's 00 Flying Scotsman, both with chuffing steam.
It was apparently, Cycloped.
Cycloped.
But there was also Impulsoria.
Some very fine names.
1850, powered by a
There's
gearbox and 1, 2 to 4 horses on a treadmill. Blimey.
Some of these, you look at it and it's like, I want what they were smoking. Zantex says, does it work? Yes equals liked, no equals not liked. But I think we're going to see some more models reappear in the Railroad Plus range. And actually, that could be an 86 as Sans Perel. That could well appear as a budget model.
What I'm surprised they didn't do when they brought out HM7000 is to do train sets with an HM7000 loco, some track, and a DC transformer in it. And that's
so it's
it.
like the one-stop shop.
Yeah, so like they do the train sets at the moment with an analog. They do analog train sets, don't they? They've got the analog controller in, and they do digital train sets that have usually got the Hornby Select in it. But they didn't do, and it's really surprised me, they didn't do an HM7000 range of...
Because they've got the power supply that's intended to just put the power to the track, and then the app does the rest.
Yes.
Maybe they were worried that that Wally's would try and put their ordinary trains on the track.
from a commercial perspective, they will be able to charge more for that as a set, because you can say, now with Bluetooth control, power your railway with your mobile phone, and it'll be a techie thing.
Yeah,
so you can charge a little bit more for it, but actually you're putting less in the box because you don't have a controller in there. So it costs them less to make it, and they can charge a little bit more money for it. And I honestly thought that when they brought out HM7000, it was a shoe-in for them to do some really good train sets.
Maybe that's...
But maybe they'll do it, I don't know.
Because I could see
it just
that
really
like
surprised
in
me.
places like Argos and on Amazon, that's kind of the natural
That's
environment.
Yes, exactly.
And that
for your Christmas train sets especially, that,
Yeah, I think if you were to actually have somebody from Hornby speaking candidly, they'd probably sit there and go, yeah, actually, that's a good idea. We never thought of that.
Yes, they have done it in TT120. You're absolutely right.
Oh, right.
They did do some sets in TT120, but obviously one of the big things that Hornby has every year, one of their big earners, is the Christmas train sets, isn't it? Buying little Johnny a train set for Christmas.
I heard that the budget kind of Smokey Joe type train sets have all been discontinued and sold through. But that implies there's something new coming.
Yeah. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. We shall
Mark
wait and
Wilson, the waxer of the DeLorean...
See, that was strangely on topic for me, because we're talking about what's new from Hornby as well. I didn't distract you at all with that,
No,
did I?
you did not at all in the slightest. He asks,
Should I stop interrupting you now?
Does your guest have his own model railway layout?
I do, but it's not finished. So I have an incomplete...
No model railway is ever finished.
It doesn't go all the way round the loft yet, so I can't run on it.
But will it eventually?
Yes, it will. So at the moment...
But surely, if you're low on track, DCCConcepts do some nice stuff.
No, because it's not double O, Jen. It's EM. So
Oh, do you have to
It's-
go
yeah.
home and whittle your own track
look,
out of
my
solid
father's
blocks of
layout,
brass?
and some of the viewers on here may have seen my father's layout, or if they've been really lucky, been to operate it.
What's it called?
Mill houses.
Mill houses. Yeah.
Now, it's a model of Mill Houses railway station as it was in 1959, complete with all of the lines, the private sidings, the triple scissors crossover with central siding.
Triple scissor crossover.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines, and you can get from any line to any line.
Oh wow! So
Yeah, welcome to my... And the test for that is you have to run a loaded coal train backwards through the whole lot and it can't derail.
what happens if it derails?
Then coal goes everywhere because it's loose load.
Does that happen?
It has sprung couplings and 3 link chains.
So you need to have some kind of effective vacuum cleaner on standby.
No, because it doesn't derail because it's brilliant. So
I mean, how long did that take to make
a
the
massive.
track?
It's still not finished, and it's massive. It's a huge layout.
I've seen the picture.
It's so
I've
big you can see it on Google Maps. That's how big it is, right?
Yes,
And-
because if people go, actually, there's like an extension at the back.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
house is it?
yeah.
At the back of the house. If you know which house you're looking for,
you can absolutely see
you
the
can
railway.
see the room that houses
So-
the railway.
That my hobby time in terms of model railway operating and model railway fettling and things tends to be spent round at my dad's house rather than at mine.
Yeah.
So mine are somewhat stalled because I don't really have time to do it.
I can imagine.
Having said that, I do have a loop of Lego
yes,
railway.
the Lego, and
Yeah,
also
it's not Lego railway.
when you're at work, I mean, not that you ever have time to play trains, because like the whip.
No, we
keeps getting
never
cracked.
ever play trains in the office.
we never
no,
ever waited for
no.
RJ to retire to his house before playing trains.
We
did
don't do that.
See, I don't work there anymore, so I can spill the beans. No, actually, it was quite nice to just have a train chugging around.
We generally
whilst
just
you're
have
working.
it on while you're working, and the trouble is when it's in the office, you have to turn the sound off if it's sound fitted because the phone rings and things, and you can't hear people talking over it. But we generally do have some stuff to go around.
And it's also very, very good for testing products as well. Let's not forget that actually the purpose of
that layout, because especially the office layout, it's got a 1 in 60 at one end and a 1 in 30 at the other, and that's purely for testing decoders to make sure that you don't get slowdown when things go up hills, and you don't get that surging when they go down the hills.
Yeah.
So it's testing whether the back EMF is working correctly.
Yeah. But
So,
also, I mean, like the one of the things actually I remember filming whilst I worked there was it's using all of the detectors and the ESP
Yeah.
to actually, so you've got a wire-free control panel which tells you where your trains are all the time, because there's so many different sections. I always used to sit in there and thinking, am I getting irradiated by like all this radiation?
There's lots
bound-
of radio.
Yes. But it was a really great system for being able to, just at a glance, see where the trains were at any
And
one
on that note, I have another little announcement to make that I haven't told you about.
a special one.
So
Not
if,
different,
if
just
you were to
special.
visit our website right now, you would see that all the ESP products
Yes.
have been reduced.
Oh, what, for tonight only?
No. We have reduced them because we are now in a position, because we've now manufactured X number of them. We've gone past the R&D phase. We're now into main production.
Right.
And the cost of some of the components has actually dropped
So you're
since we
passing
first
on
did
that
it.
savings
So we're
to
passing on those savings now,
Excellent.
rather than leaving it at the previous RRP. We've actually dropped that down. That means that obviously that new price will eventually filter through to the retailers as well.
Yes,
as
yes.
they buy more stock from us, they will then be able to lower their prices as well. So you'll see the prices in the retailers drop
And
as well
is
as
this
from us.
all the
So that's all of the ESP range, so all the senders, receivers,
Right,
kits,
yeah.
bundle packs, the whole lot. That coincides with
Uh-huh.
the launch of a new product, which we will be bringing out in a couple of weeks' time. So watch this space, people.
Sorry, I thought one of the trains had gone walkabout on the tracks. And
No, it's
sometimes,
still all running.
occasionally, the ABC ones tend to make a break for freedom. And they go, freedom!
So,
Oh, hold on. Oops.
what?
You keep
What?
talking to the nice
So-
people.
We've got a fantastic point control bit of kit called the Alpha Central, which a lot of people like, but it's designed to work with NCE, and that's actually one of the main reasons you changed to NCE, wasn't it, Jenny? So you make use of alpha
Yes.
to control your points.
And
with.
actually, I never look back. I mean, I started out with DCC using the Gauge Master Prodigy Express, which was, at the time it was a good budget system, but it doesn't do accessory control.
That's right.
And by upgrading to all of this...
Well, this actually shortcuts that now. So you've got Alpha Central, but that only works with NCE. So to make it work with other products, you had to buy Power and Box in the past, which would set you back another couple of £100. So what we've done is we've made a new ESP receiver that's higher power, that has an alpha interface on it. That means that for the first time when this comes out, any alpha product, so whether it be Alpha Central or AEU, can just plug into any DCC model railway. It's completely independent of brand.
So that
because it goes onto the track bus instead of into the control bus.
Right.
So it goes directly onto the power bus, onto the track.
Right. I'm with
so
you. I'm with
that
you.
that is just a
That's
game
actually,
changer.
Yeah, I was going to say, you pinched the
Because
words
you
from
can't
my mouth.
find, there's nobody else that makes a controller, a cab of some kind, i.e. the Central is an accessory cab. No one else makes one that is universally accessible to everybody.
Take care, AD Pullen. It's been
Goodbye,
great having
AD.
your company, and see you again next time. We've also got Travelling Brian. Great to see you. So BTs, that's a name from the past. Do you remember that? They were kind of like, they were the Model Zone before Model Zone. But it was like, do you remember when...
I remember BTs. I used to get my air fix from there.
Model shops on
I
the High
remember
Street.
being in BT's in Sheffield and seeing the big train going around the ceiling, and I was besotted with that train.
Oh, it was like, was it LGB or something?
Yeah, whenever my mum wanted me to just quieten down, she just used to walk in there and plant me in the middle of the shop. I'd just sit there watching the train go round.
I like...
Other places she found me was sitting in the windows at Debenhams, because she'd go in to go shopping, lose me, and I'd just find someone and just sit in the window display looking at the shoppers outside. I know. Or Marks and Spencer's, where I'd just go in the lift and start pretending to be a lift operator for complete strangers. Because, of course, that's completely safe, isn't it?
See, as a small child, I hated Marks and Spencer's. I think it was either, actually, it might have been British Home Stores, but my mum always used to say she would be wheeling me around in the pushchair, and I'd be quiet as anything as soon as I go through the door. I think there's a little dim memory in my head that there was something about the smell of these shops.
Well,
they had a particular smell, and I didn't like it.
My mum's only 4'11", so once you lose her, she's shorter than the shelves.
You wouldn't see
It's
her
gone.
in a crowd.
It's gone
My mum has
forever.
a similar issue.
my grandmother was about that sort of height.
Can I just say to everyone, this isn't a trick question. The question that we've asked: how many locomotives? That's the type of locomotive, like locomotion class locomotives.
It's like
Yes,
asking
yes.
how many A4s were there.
There was obviously only one locomotion.
Yeah, there was only
But
one
there were
locomotion.
a
that
were
number
multiple-
others that
Yes.
had different names, but
Yes.
you wouldn't have been able to pick them out of a
And
lineup.
I have looked further into it than I did at the start when I asked the question. So I will accept two answers, but an answer of one is not one of the two answers.
Yeah. AE Models AED Gronk is an excellent
yes.
product, says
Yes.
Dinmore Junction Model Road.
It's so excellent because you suggested it. We
That
did
was
it,
one of my
and then we
suggestions.
immedially sold out, and now I need to
can't-
get it, but you
yeah.
can't find them anywhere now because we need to make a whole new batch of it. It's
Well,
going to take
you
weeks.
should have...
What's the what have
it was the- it was
what's her fault?
She
The
broke.
Jenny
she broke
Kirk
it.
effect. I came up with an idea for a product, and DCCConcepts did it, and it sold out like that.
So you're a sellout.
Yes, so the trolls tell me. Leslie Goodman Railway says, at 8 I went up Blackpool Tower alone, all the way to the top floor. I thought you had to pay to go up Blackpool Tower, or did you kind of sneak
Probably
in?
sneaked in the lift or
Yeah.
something.
Oh,
yeah.
RG Models 86, yes. Unfortunate news, Brett Allcroft, creator of the TV series Thomas and Friends, passed away last month, aged 81.
Yeah.
Really, really sad, because that was a big part of a lot of people's childhoods. I always remember, narrated by Ringo Starr, always sounding slightly bored. But no,
he was all at Britt Alcroft. He was a very useful engine.
Yes.
Mm.
But I
There you
remember them coming on TV for the first time, and I was like glued to that TV.
You did the same for Thomas that I did with Masters of the Universe.
Yeah.
I saw the advert for He-Man and the Masters of the Universe and thought, I need to see that. That is something special. It's going to change my life. I need to see it.
No.
So day one, when it came on, I'd been playing games with my aunt and my sister at the time because she was babysitting. And I went, "We've got to stop! It's on!" So a chair like the one I'm sitting on now, planted straight in front of the TV, and I was there for half an hour.
By the power of Grayskull.
I have the power, and you know what? It changed my life.
Well, do you know what did it for me? It wasn't that. It was Thundercats for me.
Thundercats was good.
That was me. If Thundercats was on, I wasn't. That's it.
Yeah. Always knew where you were.
Oh, yes.
The TV.
On
Yes.
the loose.
Yes.
Thundercats are
And I was absolutely in love, in childhood crush with Chitara.
You were like half the entire population.
Exactly.
Join the queue. Mark Wilson, Wax with the DeLorean, says as a teenager we used to hang old women's knickers onto people's baskets and M&S for a joke whilst they were not funny. Oh, like blokes, big burly blokes.
Little knickers.
Like,
Mysterious. Do I remember Mysterious Cities of Gold? Yes, I do.
Yes.
I do. I also remember being bored as hell while watching
that's
it.
not fair.
what's
I'm sorry,
that?
but I missed the first couple of episodes. I had no idea what was going on.
That's
Well,
a bit like
this is the
Ulysses.
problem, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, Ulysses. If you missed the first episode,
Yeah,
you had no idea why they were wandering.
Yeah, I had no idea what was going on. It's like, this is just weird and French. DJ K666 says a good number of the Gauge 1 models from the Thomas series are now operating in a museum in Japan. Yeah, they're out there. Xantex says Richard Brighton. Do you remember? Oh,
Yeah, we've done that. Jenny,
Sorry,
Jenny.
Yeah,
Jenny.
Yeah.
We've done that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Keep up. Keep up.
Someone said Ringo Starr's the best narrator for Thomas the Tank Engine, and that we can't change his mind. So
Yeah, well, I wouldn't
fine,
want
there you
to because it's. I'm completely in agreement.
He was good.
Oh, Drayton Manor, Thomas Land. Yes, I remember Drayton Manor's Thomas Land. That was it's nightmarish actually if you look at it because you just get a face of Thomas planted on a wall.
It's like,
He couldn't stop quick enough. Hello, I meant to do that.
oh, who put this wall here? That was a stupid place to put one.
Masters of the Universe, Thomas the Tank, Thundercats, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, and Dino Riders.
Oh yeah, do you remember Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles? Everywhere else in the world, it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
And then over here, because somebody went, oh, the kids might start running around with nunchucks. They had to rename it. That was a bit like Top Cat was called Boss Cat,
Yes.
but only in the
Yes.
titles.
Yes, and nowhere else. Yes.
And I did wonder about that, and then I found out it was because there was a brand of cat food in the UK called Top Cat.
That makes
And the
sense.
BBC didn't like to be seen to advertise stuff.
So the cat foods are available.
Yes, yeah, they're not as good, but they are available. Oh dear. Travelling Brian says excellent video, Flyman. She reminds me of Vivian Westwood. Oh, I've come in partway through a conversation there. Anthony says bust my buffers.
Yeah.
Go do your panty laugh. You do that really well.
No.
Oh dear.
Oh, D'Artagnan, yes.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Oh my word!
Oh, wow,
Simon
thank you,
Pitcher,
Simon.
Thank you so much. Very generously donated.
Got to go gritting.
$9.99. On this super chat says night all, time to go gritting. Stay safe. Look, you stay safe as
Yes,
well.
don't you go falling over.
Yeah, it's. I can feel actually. You can feel the temperatures dropping outside. It is normally reasonable.
I'm looking forward to my journey back to Settle over the mountains.
No, you're not. Oh, you go on the death road.
What? How else do I get to Settle?
Well, you'd have to go all the way
Way
up
to
the
Bradford
roundabout.
and then all the way back again now.
Oh
I
no!
put my winter tyres on. All's good.
Have you?
Yes.
Are they a thing in the UK?
Yeah, I've got winter tyres.
Have they got like metal studs on?
No, they're just really chunky.
Oh, right, okay. Well, you're right. If you need to, you can use my spare bedroom.
Catch the pigeon.
Catch the pigeon. Catch the pigeon.
Metal.
Oh, we're reminiscing here because we're about the same vintage, you and me, aren't we?
Oh my God, she's got a hat on.
Well, I had to find a hat that was appropriate for pulling names out of a hat.
Yes. Okay. But Ninja Turtles, for the love of God, says Bo Minnick. So, oh wow. Anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch.
What are we talking about?
Hornby.
Oh, right. Is
There's
that
probably
okay?
somebody at Hornby just laughing manically at all. Like, what did they seriously think?
There's someone at Hornby writing down all these ideas.
No, either that or there's somebody at Hornby going, who leaked? But no, oh yeah, I remember the Flockton Flyer starring. That was on the. What's the one that goes to that place, Minehead?
Conversation derailed.
And it had that guy who was also on Blue Peter. Oh, I can't remember his name. It wasn't Peter Duncan, was it?
You are so close to going. What's that thing? You know, the thing with the bits.
thing.
What
with the other
are you
thing.
talking about?
With that person from the other thing.
You know, that guy from that thing that you like.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the thing is, it says Sawyer models on it. It doesn't say Sawyer's models, though, does it, Jenny? Does it?
Right. Anyway.
What?
Right.
In 5 minutes, we're going to close the contest.
No, the journey does not involve the Woodhead Pass. I am staying on this side of the Pennines because despite being in the west of the country, Settle is in Yorkshire. It is an encampment in the west.
It is. It's like the People's Republic of Yorkshire does stretch.
When God created Yorkshire, he didn't want Settle to be in Lancashire.
didn't want us plebs to have hold of it.
Should this be going somewhere, by the way?
It should be. Has it been there for a while?
Oh, it's going now.
Yeah,
It's all right.
It's an
It was there for a while.
It's on an ABC shutter.
Are you going to tell me how ABC works?
Yeah, I'm just going to. No, I'm going to say you should know all about this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of all the people.
Of all the people, I think you might know a lot about it. Big hello
I
to
know
you,
nothing.
Darren J. Mould, and the Stockton Flyers
Captain
has
Scarlet.
Captain.
This is the voice of the Mysteron.
He always
Right, we've got a-
sounded miserable as sin.
We've got a
didn't he?
few names in the hat.
Huh?
And the hat is a special engine driver hat.
Yes, it is. It's a special one that's got her hat sweat on.
So he wears that. At
So
night.
basically, you're
Jenny asks me.
He asked you to wear the engine driver hat.
Peter Duncan. Yeah, I was right.
She's a real
Leslie
locomotive,
confirms
you know.
I was right. Oh, Leslie Gilpin Railway says you can tell when you drive into Yorkshire. The motorways are closed. Oh.
After driving from Yorkshire to here, I can confirm that the roads over here are
Can I just
truly
say-
dreadful.
Can I just say it's not an election year, so they haven't been resurfaced yet. But I think the Rainhill Trials, the 200th anniversary, that's going to be a bit of a clue. And I think one locomotive from the National Collection that's not been made before is going to be their flagship announcement. Now, I think San Spirel. Was it San Spirel? Were we decided?
San Spirel, yeah.
I think that's an outlier.
It's something that you would like. Is it something that is actually possible that they might do?
I think off the back of Locomotion number 1, that might be a go. But on the other hand, there's been a gap between when they announced Rocket and delivered it to when Locomotion number 1 came. And I think they're very mindful that some of these are quite literally novelty items. So you don't want to flood the market with them, because if you have too many of them, people get bored. So
I'm going to answer Dave.
okay.
Can ABC be used for a stop in the middle or just end to end?
Yes.
So, with Zen, yes, it can be used end to end with a stop in the middle as well.
But
With ESU and with Zemo, you can use it either end to end or a stop and continue. Because the ABC settings can be used to stop and reverse or stop and continue.
yeah. What are we looking at?
One of DCCConcepts staff has sent an email saying, I'm not entering, no.
Yeah, it's all right. I've got a box full in my car.
James, you're right.
Yes.
Yeah, he says he wants a proper Midland spinner anyway, just like you want a Midland spinner, don't you?
We're going to close the contest in 1 minute, but you've still got time to send in an answer if you want to give it a try. And here it is, the question.
After that time, please don't enter, as you may still be charged and your vote won't be counted.
Sarah Davis actually asks how many stops in the middle, and presumably it's unlimited.
Unlimited, yeah.
So you can have as many
as
as
many
you
as
like.
you want, yeah. Absolutely.
because you can actually use
you can
that.
use it as a signal stop as well as a station stop. So you can use this if you have the switch for the signal switches on the ABC as well. It would slow down and stop at a danger signal.
Yeah.
And then when you clear the signal, it would then just continue on.
So actually, with a little bit of thought, you could use that system to have many trains on your layout, and they don't interfere with each other.
Yeah, you can have partial automation. ABC doesn't try to be a full automated system. If you wanted a full automated model railway, you have to go down computer control. You've got to do that. But if you want some, like you have here, some semblance of movement on your railway whilst you operate the main lines, actually ABC makes a lot of sense.
It's perfect, especially if you've got something like a branch line, you want maybe say a DMU to shuffle backwards and forwards. Or as I've got here, there's like a couple of shunters just like trundle through
It just
the yard.
creates movement in the background. And you think about model railways at a show, what's the thing that annoys people more than anything else is going
Nothing
there,
moving.
standing there for 10 minutes and nothing moves. If you've got a shuttle on there, then at least all the time something is actually in motion.
5, 4, 3,
Hey, what?
2, 1.
Happy New Year! Oh, sorry, no,
The
that's...
competition is now,
No.
the competition is now closed. So please don't send any more
unfroze you
in.
a year later, a week later than we should have.
The
So
contest is now
Thunderbirds are
closed. Thank
go.
you.
Yeah, Thunderbirds are go is right, yeah.
anything could happen in the next half an hour.
Feel the magic, feel the roar.
Yes.
So, here's the thing. Oh, no, give me a second. There's 3 came in as I was counting down.
Okay, we'll leave you to it. See, I think a Midland spinner. I said about this last year, but I don't know. See, the Z class keeps getting asked for, and even though it's nothing to do with the 200th anniversary, I think that there'll be a lot of people mindful that if they don't go for it, somebody else will.
Billy's replacement Happy New Year speaker.
Yes.
There's someone somewhere going,
Yeah.
oh my god!
Flashbacks.
You don't know, man. You weren't there. But Midland spinner, I'm going to put that out there. I think a Q7 at some point is likely. I don't think that Hornby. Well, thank you so much. 156 Andrew Shortbread Express. Very
Happy
kindly
shortbread
donated
to
£2
everyone.
on the super chat. Says happy shortbread to everyone. Thank you.
You can
so
use
much.
that £2 to buy shortbread and then eat it.
I may well do.
I think you must do that.
I think I might.
That is
do.
clearly labelled as shortbread pocket change. I think you need to buy shortbread. Do you have a local establishment which retails shortbread?
Yes, we do.
Right,
Yes,
then
yes,
I
we
think-
do.
You think we got this fat without a place that sells biscuits?
Yeah. Oh, are we redlining on the sound? With
Oh,
all
I'm
of
sorry.
our
It's
No,
just-
it's fine.
me
our
being
mirth,
noisy.
our mirth.
No,
It's
just
absolutely
me being
fine.
noisy.
It's such
Right,
a
I'm blowing things up.
Okay, so here's the answer to the question. The question was, how many locomotion-type locomotives were commissioned by the Stockton and Darlington? The official answer is that there were 4.
Yes.
However,
But
it's not actually true.
oh,
They had the 4, the ones that are named, then asked for more. When one arrived, it was built wrong and built too heavy for the railway. So it was rebuilt with 3 sets of axles, with the 3
so
axles
the one that
instead
became
of the 2.
Was it Derwent or something?
May well be, but it was commissioned and then rebuilt, and then every other locomotive that was in the
After
batch
that,
they'd
yeah.
asked was going to have 3. So there are only locomotion plus the 4. But
So
technically, there were for
In
a
your
time
answer, there were 5
5.
commissioned, but only 4 ran in passenger service.
So
Yes,
we will
yes,
accept either 4
4
or
or
5.
5.
So I have accepted both 4 and 5.
Are we going to announce the names of people who have won prizes?
They are in
Well,
this
yes.
hat.
Yes.
So that they
Is that
can-
what we're going to do now?
Yeah,
It's
well,
very cool.
you're
I thought
go-
as a topic.
Pick one out.
Uh,
No, not 241. The total number of locomotives was not what we asked for.
no.
So who have we got on this
Right.
first one? So the first
So,
person.
and yes, we are a real tumble of clowns. Riding a bicycle, ringing the bell.
Right. So
Okay.
who have we got first?
And the first winner is... Adam.
We're not on daytime TV.
Adam Smallwood.
Adam Smallwood, yes.
You are the proud winner of this.
One of these.
Zoe will be in touch with you to get your address to send this pen set to you.
So are we sending them?
No, we're going to, because otherwise it's going to cost you money to send us.
Oh,
okay.
So, yeah.
Unless you want to send them.
Not really, no.
Right, okay. So there's the winner.
Keep
you
hold
need
of
that.
yes.
So Adam, you need to email Zoe with your address because otherwise she won't have it.
I will
and you
get in
can't
contact,
have your
don't
pen.
worry.
Right.
So there we are.
Okay.
Pick another one.
Pick another one. And today in Project Fear, I'm going to be sleeping in the dungeon. Right. Okay. The second winner is David Lilly.
David Lilly, come
David
on
Lilly,
down.
well done.
So
Yes.
that's 2.
You also win a pen and torch gift set.
Blankety blank.
And yes,
pen
the torch does include batteries.
and it does actually. And they're really quite nice. How do you make the metal look like rose gold? It's really good.
Paint.
Poshness.
Well, it's not paint, or it would rub off.
It's
It's
I
some
beg your
kind-
pardon.
It's
Lift
some
it up
kind
so
of-
that people can see
What you do in your own time is
It's
yours.
some kind of etching material, but it's really good. So,
Okay.
who's next?
And the third winner is
I have to.
you
live with-
completely derailed that then. You just destroyed the tension. Chris Schiller.
Chris Schiller.
Chris Schiller?
Is that
Yep.
is that the guy from
I hope it's
Model
2
U?
words and not just Chris Schiller.
Chris Schiller.
Chris Schiller. There you are.
Is he the guy from Model U? Or am I mistaken?
Well, if it is the guy from Model U, then Model U now has a nice DCC concept
yes, they do.
set, don't they?
Yes.
Okay, here
Right,
we go.
So what are
this
we
is-
up to now? Is this number?
This is number 4.
Number 4.
Right.
Man
This
down,
one, man down.
man
Wait,
down.
This is the one then. This came
Oh,
out
boy.
of the hat.
Okay.
So here we go. Drum roll, please. Winner number 4 is. Oh, we've gone from cursive writing to all caps now, just to confuse me.
I know you got to
Is
shout
is that an O or a W? Is that an O or a W? I think it's an O.
Anthony.
I think it's Anthony, but is that a W? Is it Anthony?
I think that's just her crap writing.
Anthony Nil. I presume it's Nil, not Knil.
Oh, so that's Anthnil.
Anthnil.
Come on down.
There you go. Winner number 4.
Oh, Alan Reynolds of Buckland Junction says, "Good evening, Jen and Zoe plus guests, and hi to all in the chat." Gandalf.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. Yeah, Anthnil
Thanks,
says,
Gandalf.
"Way back of the net." Right, so this is the last
Flora
one.
for your blooming generation.
Final one.
Okay, here we go.
Drum roll.
Winner number 5 is.
It's unnatural, isn't it?
It's not right. It's not right.
I know, we're taking her to be seen.
Richard
Swiderski.
Swiderski.
Richard Swiderski,
Sorry,
come on down.
sorry about my pronunciation. Please,
Yeah, it is a bit bad.
Richard Swider. I feel it's
Do you feel
suitably
bad for
embarrassed.
do you
I
feel
feel
bad for
terrible.
taking the pee out of me
Terrible.
earlier on for it?
No.
Jenny,
Zoe?
why don't we have 2 more out the hat, and we'll send out some of the Bringing Home the Stars books.
But people might not want that crap. Oh, hold on. I know.
Uh-oh.
Right, I've got an idea. Now, hold on a moment.
Oh my God.
I've just
No, don't do
Don't
that.
say you've got an
No.
idea and then
I've just
Not
put your ass
that.
in my
Anything
face.
but that.
I've just got to go down to
No!
the basement. I think I have something in stock down
Oh my God.
Where is it?
Oh, this could be anything.
Good grief.
This could be terrible.
What do you mean could be?
You said you enjoyed it.
What is going on?
Oh, you found another one.
Number 6. Surprise number 6.
Oh, go on then, a number 6.
You are number 6.
Here is
Okay,
number 1.
surprise winner number 6. 6 out of 5.
Okay, so one special because we love you guys.
Apparently Zantek is laughing so hard his sides have split and is allowing his insides to fall on the floor in a heap of twisted entrails.
Oh, what noise does that make? Oh, I thought there might have been some kind of trombone in there.
Oh, you want a trombone?
Don't encourage.
The therapist says it's good. So,
Right, so-
surprise number 6 of
Surprise
5.
winner number 6 is Dale Williams.
Oh, you talked over the horn.
Oh, I've ruined it.
No, you've done it again.
Stop it.
Richard.
Stop it.
Right, hold on. Silence. Silence for a bit of horn.
Oh my goodness. She's very horny tonight.
I'm dying now.
Honky Horace is getting a bit of a throat on him.
There we
Right,
go.
who
We have
was that?
6 winners.
Who was the last one, sorry?
Dale. What?
Oh, Warbler Productions.
Yes.
Oh, brilliant.
A trilogy in 5 parts. Yes, you've got it right
Yes,
there, Jerry.
yes, one of those
Yeah.
sort of things. So there we are.
The things we do.
Apparently, Vallis thinks you've got a very elongated horn.
Oh my god.
You need some kind of lozenge. What you need is a taste
Oh my
of the new
goodness.
It
generation.
sounds like you're in the TV room at an old folks home in here.
I smoke 80 a day and it doesn't cause any problems.
Don't put ITV on. You know I don't like Coronation Street.
Right, anyway. Hello, Oswestry Road TMD. It has been the usual chaos.
Yes, it
So,
is.
hold on. I need to, where's
Thank you, Zantek. That's because I am in an old person's home TV room.
yeah, right.
What are you doing now?
I'm not very flexible in my old age. I can't.
For goodness sake, will you take your arse off me? Good grief. What? Oh, you've broken your pointer.
No!
And he's lost his finger.
Oh, I was going to give you the finger, but it looks
It's
like you've
gone.
already taken it. Oh no, you've broken
Where's the
Hey,
pink
you've
one?
broken
I
it.
don't know. Is it behind you?
It's behind you.
Oh, look at that. That's no
It's
good.
now, it's
You
now
have to
just a
fist him
fist bump.
Yeah, look.
Oh, God.
What?
You wouldn't know. You're sweet and innocent.
Gandalf? Come on. It's late comers.
A Monday clubber has never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
This reminds me of Tiswas. Oh, good grief.
Saturday. Oh,
We
the
need some slime.
the Phantom Pie Flinger. Wasn't that Lenny Henry, or was that somebody else?
Chris Tarrant, Lenny Henry. Who else was on it?
Oh, Sally.
No, I don't
Sally
know.
James?
The chat is getting more innuendos each second. You
Yes.
have no idea, Ben.
Andy Fryer's
No
Junction
idea.
and Iron Horse
So,
Railways have
about these
innuendo.
Hornby locos.
Yes. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Why don't you tell them about the soldering iron, Jenny?
Yes. Well, why don't you? Hey, here, hold your
Thank you very
beverage
much.
of choice.
You grab your hot stick.
Right, there we go. Right, so is this isn't
Oh, don't start again, Zoe.
this isn't a new right? Am I right in thinking that this isn't a new product, but it's a new lower price?
No, it's a new product.
So it is a new product, right?
You sent
so-
me off now.
Are you all right there? Are you? But just
It's a
give him
fault.
give him a medicinal horn.
Oh, God. Please don't.
So this is
new.
soldering iron, and I know a lot of people. Soldering's like this sort of voodoo black art with some people.
You know what you
And
need here? You
is-
need an armrest.
Yeah, I was thinking that actually. I will make one for when you return next time. But meanwhile, back on brand. So this is an all new product.
Yes.
You already have been carrying an extensive range of soldering irons, but this is a great budget one, and I know a lot of people. You see it online,
Yes, we did have some recently at a show. It's not new as in new today.
but it's like, well, you explain it better.
Okay, look, we've got two 65-watt stick irons. One is the same price as it's been for a while, which is $49.95, and that's the ST2065D, which is 65-watt digitally controlled iron.
So that's like a
From
bit
Aten.
fancy.
Bit fancy.
Yeah.
This is a dial-controlled iron. There's a little dial there. You found the on-off switch, haven't you? That's what you found.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Yes. So this is a 65 watt iron. It will go from, you can tell me the temperatures on there. I think it's 200 to 450. I'm not. It might be more.
200, 300, 400, 500.
There you go, up to 500.
I mean, that's pretty. You can melt quite a few different metals at that temperature. That is pretty hot.
So, this is and because it's 65 watts, it means you can solder to rail. And it won't lose temperature at the tip, which means that your tip doesn't get stuck to the rail, which means your sleepers don't melt, which is important.
Because that's one of the things, I see this time and time again, and it's one of the false news that people put out there. With a soldering iron, you do more damage with a cooler iron.
Correct. Well, you do more damage with a lower powered iron.
Yes.
Because people associate, for some reason, they associated the wattage of the iron with the temperature of the iron.
Oh, there, I made
that's
that mistake
not
as
quite
well.
right. Because a 25 watt iron will still get to 300 odd degrees. It'll just take longer to get there.
And that's the problem.
And that's the issue, because then when you put it on the rail takes the heat from the tip, and the iron can't replace the heat fast enough, so the tip cools,
Yes.
and then it sticks to the solder.
And then your solder's not actually sticking to it.
Yes.
But because your rail's slowly getting hotter and hotter,
because you're pressing and pressing and pressing, trying
and
to...
that's when you see all your sleepers start to bubble.
That's right. So you want a high-powered iron for a short period of time. And
so essentially, the bit that you want to solder gets hot, but it doesn't have time to heat up the rest of the rail and melt your sleepers.
Correct.
And that's what this is about. So it's you told me it's like the time it takes that tip to get up to temperature is just like...
If I undo
couple of
this,
seconds.
let's just take this off here.
So
okay.
So there we go.
Can I pass this to your able assistant?
So I'm going to put a different angle on. There you are.
Different angle.
Oh,
on
we
your
had
angle.
to wake her up because she was like, oh no, you've got to do work. Oh no, you've broken it. Look, you see, you broke it.
No, I was busy sending out messages to the winners.
Right, so this, you can see, you might be able to see just there.
So that's the iron with its tip taken off.
Yes, so that is the heating element laid bare.
So that's what's normally covered up.
It doesn't look like a bear.
It's exposed there. So that's the bit that's generating the heat.
Correct. Now, normally
What's the
that
dial?
would be, that's to select the temperature.
Oh, she was asleep.
She was asleep.
Yeah.
I was doing emails.
So, that is, if you look at it, it is not steel. Most soldering irons have a steel heating element. That is ceramic. That means that it heats up very quickly, and that means that from turning on the soldering iron to getting to temperature is normally only about 20 seconds.
Wow.
That means you also save electricity, because when you're not using the iron, you can turn it off, because you don't need to wait for it to heat back up again.
Because actually, I mean, because I've got an old Atten soldering iron, which actually does a really great job, but it takes several minutes to heat up.
So the idea here is that this heats up very, very quickly. It means you can turn it off when you're not using it, which A is safer, and B uses less power.
Yes.
So then when you want to use it, you can just turn it on, and in 20 seconds it's ready to go. You can make the joint and turn it off. So it's much safer and much faster. So that's number one. Number two, it comes with this pinpoint tip. Which is great if you're doing PCB soldering, but if you want to solder wire to rail, you need something with a flat angle on it.
And it comes with this. All in the box.
Exactly. So you get one of those with it. So you get two tips: one like this for doing PCB work, and one like that.
The bag's defeated me.
Twist the bag. Twist the bag.
Yeah. There's a few people asking how much these are.
£29.95 RRP.
So actually, I mean, that's like when people go like, "Oh, there's some cheap and nasty soldering iron in the little mystery aisle. We'll just buy that." But this is actually in that kind of price range.
It's not expensive,
and it's a good iron.
And you will find that yes, we are £29.95 on our RRP. But you will find that obviously, if you go to some of the retailers who will discount slightly,
it'll be cheaper.
It'll be slightly cheaper. If you look at TMC, if you look at Rails of Sheffield, if you look at some of the other dealers that we have, like Sawyer, maybe, if he was to buy some soldering irons and then he could sell them.
Yeah, Andy, get yourself some soldering irons. They're great. So also, I think as well, whilst we've got his attention, he's like, what? Get some of these in stock. These are great. The Cobalt S lever.
Quick question to answer from SHGP Media. Yes, we are at the Doncaster show. You will not miss us. We have a bright white stand that's lit up like the proverbial Christmas tree. You will not miss us in there. We are also show sponsors for the Doncaster show.
Oh, are you? So what do you get for sponsoring it?
Stuff.
What stuff?
We get a page in the show guide to say go and see DCC Concepts.
Okay,
Ah.
Yeah. We
Do you
get
get access to the tea room?
yes,
Oh,
we
excellent.
do. We get access to the tea room.
Oh, that's
we
worth
get
its
to
weight
be
in
on
gold.
their communications
Yeah.
to say, the
Does that
festival.
mean on the
that it-
tannoy they
Yes,
come
on
over?
the tannoy they come over and say sponsored by DCC Concepts. That's
So
right.
it comes on the
yes.
tannoy, it's like...
But
DCC
more
Concepts.
importantly, it's more about what the punters get from it rather than what we get
Yes.
from it.
Actually,
Because
the Doncaster
obviously,
show's always a
trade
good show.
sponsors and trade stands at a model railway show effectively subsidise the entrance fee for the show.
because basically you're
Without
getting
the
in for
traders
less.
being in there, paying for the stands, paying for the hall rental and all the rest of it, then
be a hell of
the
a lot more
entrance fee
expensive.
would be triple what you expect
Yeah.
it to be.
Yes.
So sponsoring the show and having a stand in there is we won't break even.
Knockers Lane, what was your ABC question?
Was that not about whether or not it could have a central stop? I think I did answer that, but if there was
we did talk
if
about
it was one that we've
multiple-
missed, then please ask it again, and I'll keep my eye open.
Yeah,
for
as
it.
well we say, it's very difficult to keep up with the chat.
Your best bet
The
is
chat.
if your question hasn't been answered in a couple of minutes, Jen's probably missed it, so say it again.
Yes.
That's all we say is just ask it again because
We're not ignoring anyone.
We're just it can be quite tricky.
If you guys could see the speed that this stuff scrolls past on the screen,
Yeah.
it's very easy for us to just miss things. We don't do it on purpose.
But if it's we did talk a little bit about the intermediate stops, and actually there's no limit on with Zen and
Yes.
ABC for the number of intermediate stops, and you can have both a reversal and an intermediate stop with Zen.
Anyway, finish that because it comes with a little iron stamp, doesn't it? Which is very cute, isn't it?
It's like, and it's got the sponge as well.
a little sponge,
Don't forget
yeah.
to put water in there as well.
Yeah,
So
otherwise it won't work.
don't clean your iron on
Hello.
a dry sponge because all you'll do is set fire to the sponge. Ask me
You
how
just
I know.
speak from personal experience, yeah?
Yes, the small child version of me did manage to do that. So it comes with the tiny little
I've
stamp.
asked this question many times. To answer. How do I set an ABC module for an intermediate stop? It's in the CV27 settings as to what you want to do. There's various settings depending on what you want to do. The best thing to do is if you Google Zen Black Manual and you look at the section on ABC in there, it does cover everything. No, not this manual. That's just the summary manual.
Does this
There is
not give
there is
any information
It
on
gives
it?
very little.
Complete manual V12?
Yes, that one there.
CV27, it does give
yes.
some information there. On
It does, but it may not be pertinent to Knockers Lane individual requirements. So if you go to the Zen Black Manual, then it has full information plus a lot of examples and wiring diagrams and everything. That is the place to go because then you'll be able to find exactly what you want. Not only set the intermediate stop, but for example, do you want the intermediate stop to be automatic and happen every time, or do you want it only when a signal's at danger? Do you want it to stop and continue automatically, or do you want it to stop and wait until you deactivate the board? If you're stopping and carrying on automatically, how long do you want to wait before you can? So there's lots of different values that you can set.
It does a hell of a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, so that is why
it's very,
to get
very powerful.
to get your individual circumstances, I can't answer that question sort of
course,
here.
yeah.
So if you go to that manual and look in there, it does detail all of those various different options and what you can and can't do. That's the go-to place for all that. It's a 48-page book rather than a manual.
It is
because
quite
it's
in-depth.
and it is searchable. So it's a PDF, so you can just search ABC and find it. And there is a section which is specifically about ABC as well.
Right.
So there's a lot of information in there. There's even things about automating sidings. So when you set, if you've got trains in sidings, you set the point for the train you want, and when it gets the line, it automatically pulls out of the siding for you.
Oh, right.
And then you set the point against it, so when it comes back into the siding, it stops automatically.
Oh, wow.
There's things
Presumably
like
you,
that,
you could
so.
use that for
My
same
goodness.
principle, but at a station.
Yes.
So that the trains effectively take it in turns to do a
Yes,
loop from
you
the
can
station.
you can have, for example, a train. If you've got a two platform terminus station, you have a train come into platform 1 and stop. It's got a sensor on that which changes the point at the throat, which means that the next train that comes in goes into platform 2 and stops. That's got a sensor which changes the point back to platform 1, which releases train 1, which comes out of platform 1, and so on and so on. So then you can alternate between them.
Right. So it's very, very powerful in what you can do.
Oh yeah,
and that's...
James has quite rightly said that if you've got a particular ABC question, one specific to your requirements, like I've got this track layout and I want the loco to do this, but I also want this point to change at the same time, or this signal, because it can be very specific. Then the best thing to do is email in with a diagram and some basic information, and what we can do is we can do a bespoke wiring diagram for you.
Wow.
And send it back to you.
I presume you don't put that into your file, so the next person that asks
if someone asks the same question, we can then do that.
And Gandalf, you need to wake up. Ian O'Brien has just turned and says hello. A big hello to you. Good evening, all Monday Clubbers.
A Monday Clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. Always a pleasure. David J says, think I'll have to get one of those soldering irons. I need a new one. I inadvertently put mine down too near to my track, and it rolled into the back of my park sign. Oh, no! Oh, we feel your pain, because I think as modelers we've all been there, where you've been soldering something and then go, that smells funny.
I got a brand new 08, and we were putting a
new
sound
combine
decoder
harvester
in it. And the soldering iron went through the side of the...
Oh my goodness.
What make was it?
It was a Hornby one.
A Hornby one.
We have a new body. It is fixed.
Oh, right, okay.
Yes.
I was going to say, if it was the cab,
we could have filled it and sprayed it and things, but in an area it's easier just to buy.
Well, when I was repairing my limited edition Hatton's Class 14 in load haul livery called Keith, I managed to accidentally rest my soldering iron against the side of the body whilst I was fixing something, and I'm like, it smells awfully of hot plastic. And it's like, and I had to sand it and fill it and repaint it.
Knockers Lane answer to the question is that you can set an ABC delay, so that as the EMU goes into the ABC section, it has a delay before it does anything, which is the length of time for the other 3 coaches to enter, and then the back decoder then it triggers. So if you time that length of time, you can set a delay on the initial decoder and do it that way. But I would recommend that you send that sort of question into us at salesuk@dccconcepts.com, because then we can answer properly with proper sort of CV settings and things like that. Because otherwise I'd need to refer to a huge book of things, and
fair enough.
I haven't got that here.
It sounds like it can be done, though.
It can be done. It can be done, absolutely, yes. There are ways of doing that. If you've got the same problem with an HST, for example, if you think about it, because you've got a decoder with a driving car at one end and you've got the decoder for the lights at the other. You don't necessarily want, when it turns around and goes the other way, for the lights at the other end to still be red.
Of course,
So you've got to set a delay on the first one so it gets to the end of the section and stops, and then the lights change on it. So there are ways of doing it.
Also, Mark Wilson, it's gone off the top of the screen, but Mark Wilson did say, don't accept the offer of the spare bedroom, because Les was the last person who did. He's still in the modelling dungeon. Not now, Les. Not now.
We can neither confirm nor deny that Les now is part of Weir Yard.
We didn't trap Les. No, Les, we're talking about you, not to you. Get back in your box.
You're his #1 fan.
Right,
okay, so next up we have, because it's time for videos.
Oh, is it?
Wow! A message from Richard Swiderski.
Oh, Richard Swiderski. Was he one of the winners?
Yes.
Winner, chicken dinner.
And he says, I hope you're both well. Please find a video for the Monday Clubbers to view. Jubilee 45596 Bahamas speeding through Hertford Station in Cheshire in November. That's how far back some of these are.
Is this Bahamas as Bahamas, or Bahamas as an...
I don't know.
Ooh, big hello, Carol Flavin's Model Railway Scenics Loco Lady says, hi Richard, Happy New Year, Jenny, good to see you again. Great to see you
Hello,
too.
Carol, good to see you.
And finally about to start railway modelling again in my new model railway room. Are you alright, Zoe?
Oh.
What's wrong?
Oh, I twisted wrong and blasted the tumour pushed underneath my ribs.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Zoe has a tumour. It's not.
Don't worry, it's not.
It's not the C word.
Oh,
but it's does cause a lot of pain from time to time.
good grief! I have to learn not to bend that way. Oh my
The
goodness!
joys of getting old. Yes, it does look so real, Bentel. That's probably because it is real.
Look at the animations on those people. It's
Stop
fantastic.
it! No, don't encourage her.
That
What have I
smoke
started?
generator's gone a bit harsh.
Oh, look at that! Either that, or he just dropped a really eggy comment.
Wow.
Well, yes, it was going.
Yeah. That's the thing with steam trains. If certain atmospheric conditions, you
Yeah.
don't really see
That's
much.
stunning. Do you know what? That's one of the things I love about being based up in Settle.
John, excuse me.
go on.
John JMC, our guru of sound, is in the building. So,
Hello, John.
yeah, hold on. Let me just.
A Monday clubber, leave that alone. A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf.
And that was a lovely video. Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
But I say that's one of the things I do like being at Settle. So people often ask, why are you at Settle? It's one of the beautiful things about being there is when a steam special comes through, going up that 1 in 100 climb, and it's slightly damp,
And it's actually
working moist weather.
Oh,
and
the
when
thing
it's going up the hill,
lubricating the rail
so
surface.
it's really steamy. But there's very few people. When people come to visit us, they say, "Have you seen a steam engine on the main line before?" There's so many people only see steam locomotives on preserved lines, pootling around at 25 miles an hour. To see it actually going at line speed 6 feet away from you is a very different experience.
It is.
I can
you know,
confirm this, yes.
and it is quite impressive.
Thank you so much, Richard. That was lovely.
Richard.
And because we used to go out, we kind of double teamed them when we were producing.
Your pardon?
When we were producing social media
Jennifer.
content. You'd stand at one end of the
Yes.
station on one side, and I'd stand at the other end of the
Yes.
station on the other, and we'd both film the same train,
And then
so that
edit
we
it
could
together.
then put one
Yes.
video out with 2 different camera angles.
Yes.
And I remember you telling me, "Don't use the zoom."
Oh, there's nothing. Do you know? There's 2 things that annoy me on on train videos. Number one is when someone's on a platform and there's something coming and it's all the way down there and they've got the zoom right into it.
So it's like,
And as it comes closer, they're going zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Stop it! Just stop it.
It's
and the
not
other
big
one is
and it's not clever.
they try and pan with the train. So
Oh, I'm sorry,
invariably-
I've done that.
Invariably, you get carriages going past because the refresh rate of the camera isn't as fast as the carriages. All the carriages go diagonal on screen.
Yep.
And it's, oh.
can I just
I
say,
have made
guilty,
I have made
guilty,
all these mistakes.
guilty. He's venting now.
I am, I am.
You vented at me
I'm
when I
vented,
was
yes.
there.
Did you
and-
know, Jen, that
Yes, I
middle
did.
of last week, your channel was 14 years old?
Wow, 14.
Happy birthday
Day to me. I
Smashed
really
tomatoes.
need a pee.
Bread and butter in the gutter. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, where's
Yes.
my cake? I need cake.
You've got
cake.
pizza. That's
Yes.
like cheesecake. No, it's not cheesecake.
No, it's not.
Oh, God.
Meat cake. That sounds different.
So next up we have a message from Mark Wilkes who says, as work continues on the layout, I have moved on to the small industrial site and so found something to do with a weir yard sign.
Oh.
So, if you
Oh.
could press and see button, please.
Hit the lever.
Kick the
Can I
button.
just say, Andy Fryer's Junction says he's got a full line on it on his innuendo bingo now.
Good grief.
Yeah.
And yes, to answer the earlier question, yes, Settle and Carlisle Railway always looks better in the rain.
Oh,
JL
John
Railway.
JMC, our guru of sound, asks, "How are you doing?"
Doing well, thanks, John. How are you?
JL Railway says their birthday is on Thursday.
Happy birthday to you, squash tomatoes and
stew.
stew. You know the words.
What?
Bread and butter in the gutter.
Happy birthday to you.
Hip hip.
Hurrah! 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 This
you
is a
ever
very interesting angle that we've got here. I love this sort of angle on
I-
little
yeah,
railways.
Is it the angle of the dangle?
It's a brew, that is true.
I must admit, on model railways, it's nice to have these sort of little forced angles
Yes.
where you see through little chivies and stuff, and it really
I don't want
does.
to know about Jenny's forced angle.
It adds to the realism by showing it as if you're actually in it and part of it, you know?
You know, it loses somewhat when you.
Oh!
Oh, Eddie Stobart,
And the TARDIS has arrived.
Oh, yes.
TARDIS.
You, as an HGV driver, you know he's got a bit of an angle to get through there.
Yeah, he hasn't swung wide enough.
I like the use of the Weir Yard sign as a gate.
Look, Billy's replacement speaker!
And Weir Yard.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is really nice.
Yes.
Nicely done. So that's like Billy's regional distribution centre for speaker cones.
And there's
Yes.
been an order
And
picked
bricks.
up by Mr. Stobart.
Yeah, well, if the bricks in, speakers out. They use the bricks. They wrap a flyer around it and chuck it through your window, and the flyer says, "Do you need new windows?"
I spy a refrigerated Eddie Stobart trailer.
Oh, a reefer.
So
We
this
call
is
them
what we're
reefers.
looking through.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Interesting plinth with the statue on top. Very
Phil
nice.
Yates says, "I'm 65 on Wednesday.
Happy
birthday to you. Squash tomatoes and stew. Bread and butter in the gutter. Happy birthday to you."
Do you have any rope?
I like this. This has got a lot of character
You're
to it.
here forever. Les, move over. You've got a
I'm
friend.
now part of Weir Yard.
Oh, so how has he done this on the ground? Because it looks like
Mark
essentially
Wilson,
brushed
stop
concrete.
it. Behave yourself.
It's very interesting.
Um,
This is cool. Thank you so much for sending this in, Santa.
apparently, everybody has a birthday this week.
Gronky.
Gronk
it up.
It's
Gronk it up. Gronk it up.
Hashtag not a cult for legal and tax purposes.
The Gronk It Up cult is not a cult for legal and tax purposes. Your
I
mileage
just said
may
that.
vary.
Mark Wilson says, "Don't take up the offer of the spare bedroom, my friend.
Oh.
Les was the last person to stay over and is still under the baseboard."
This is a very interesting
that what
addition
that
to
noise
the
is?
model
Yes.
railway.
Tuxedo cap.
Oh, and another one.
Oh,
Reverse
Oh.
tuxedo cat.
Yes.
Oh, they're so nice. Little cats.
Oh,
And this is the full thing.
Paul
This is
Grant.
N-Gauge, isn't it?
yeah.
Thing.
PN Motorsport Games and Trains says Laurie from LMM is Friday. Well, all Friday. Here's every Friday. I think it's his birthday, and also Paul Grant says it's my birthday on Friday. I'll be 44 years old.
That's not old, that's young.
So it was.
It's not old unless you put at the end of it. Then it's old.
I have a rule. Old is 30 years older than what I am.
Oh, that's
So-
fair.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yes.
44 is not old. Because I'm 44. So shut up.
You're still a baby.
How old are you?
I'm 50.
Are you?
Yeah.
You don't look a day over 49.
You're so jacked.
No, you are. I always thought. I know you're older than me, but I always got this younger than me vibe from you. I must admit, you're younger than you. You look younger than you are.
You tried to say that then, didn't you?
I did try. It's like a game of pin the tail on the donkey. I was in the right area.
Do you know what? There was a man and a woman, and they were trying to have a baby,
All right. Okay.
and they tried really hard. And when she got pregnant and she gave birth, and there was no arms, no legs, just a head. It was really weird, just a head. And they looked after this head and cared for it. And the time came around, and it was the 18th birthday. Talking about birthdays, you see. So Dad took the head, took him down to the bar.
Yeah.
Put the head on the bar. Says, it's my son's birthday today. I'm going to buy him a drink for the first time. Says 2 shots of whiskey. And he gave his son a shot of whiskey, poured it into his mouth, and he had one himself. Anyway, the head started to shake, vibrate, moan. And then out the bottom of the head, pop, a body came out of the bottom of the head. Amazing.
That was handy.
And the man, oh my goodness. Get quick, another shot. So he got another shot.
Uh-huh.
And then pop, arms came out of the body. Quick, another shot. 3rd shot in his mouth. Pop, legs came out. He says, oh wow, another shot. And this one said, no, look, I can run around and everything. And he ran out the door and got ploughed by a bus.
Oh my goodness.
And the barman said he should have stopped when he was ahead.
I'll have a think about your punishment.
Oh my goodness. You had me thinking there was going to be a good ending to this joke. Oh my goodness. So next up, as we
John
get rid of
JMC,
that,
the Guru of
Yes,
Sound,
the
asked
Guru of
what
Sound.
the announcement was. Well, it's funny you should ask that because we've got a little cheat sheet here. It says TMC launches the new solenoid point motor range.
Picture.
Your picture.
Get the picture. It's
The
underneath
picture.
the solder. I've got one.
yeah, you've got a picture.
You show the empty packet. Yes, Jen, that's what I want to show. I want to show the empty.
Or that
no.
empty packet.
You're just doing this annoyingly.
Professional.
It's next to you silly bism.
What is that? That what you're after?
Yes. Here, you can show that.
Oh my
So
goodness.
this
You can
is
read
I have to
that.
live with this, you know.
the
It's just-
TMC solenoid TMC-PM.1 is a continuation of the very popular Hatton's HAT-PM-01, which was manufactured by DCCConcepts for Hattons. This point motor also won Hornby's magazine Best Solenoid Award. And it's multifunctional, so you can mount it above.
That's what you were reading, you see.
Yeah, I know, but I
Wasn't it?
sounded a
But
bit.
then your brain shall I read it? Do you want me to read it? I'll read it.
Yeah, you.
Meanwhile,
TMC
I'm going to put on the next
PM1
image.
Is unique in that it can be mounted either underboard or on the surface, thanks to a clever crank which is pre-fitted to the motor body. It is pre-wired for easy connection and has a pin extension kit and screws included in the pack. Also available as a 3-pack, the PM.3. It's all online. It is on the TMC website, and the stock is with us in, and I'll say this to Jen and she will know exactly where it is. It is in S3.
Oh, I know, the big room where they
Yes.
used to have the big stash of trains.
That's right. So it's in there, and it's being delivered to TMC this week. By our big blue van.
So you can basically place
you can
your
place your order
now.
on the TMC website, and it will be then sent out to you as soon as they receive their
do
stock this
do
week.
you get to drive the van out to go?
No, Anthony is driving the van out to go.
Oh, we
fun.
get
When he
all
presses
the
the horn,
fun
does it go?
job.
something like that.
So how come he gets to have a jolly out to?
And if he's and if it was me, I would not at all be stopping at a certain station as I drive past it. I would definitely not be stopping at Gromont. I would not get out of the van or go on the platform or anything.
Well, why on earth would he want to do that?
I have absolutely.
Do you
no
think
idea.
he'll come back with some model trains from TMC?
I'm going to go with yes.
Do you think it will take him an unexplained long length of time to unload the van?
I'm going to go with yes.
So how come he gets to have the little jolly trip out?
Because he's the logistics manager and it's his van.
But he's the manager. He's supposed to delegate. That should be like somebody like young James should be tasked with having a jolly.
But James is technical sales, not deliveries. And also James is too young to drive the van.
Is he? How old is he?
He's got to be over 30 to drive the van, and James is not
Over
30.
30?
Yes.
What? That's a bit...
It's an insurance clause, you see, with a commercial vehicle.
No.
It has to be over 30.
Oh, normally it's like 21.
Yes, well, we didn't want to pay the insurance for over 21 on the van.
You can just sit in the back, wind the window down and stick your head out.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us at the front? Can you hear us at the front?
Welcome, James Pets.
We approve of James Pets.
A Monday clubber is never late to do wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf.
And thanks,
Also, Jenny,
Warbler.
I
Thanks,
believe
Warbler.
you missed out someone's birthday.
Right on time.
We missed out. Everybody suddenly had a birthday.
Shall we sing happy birthday to everyone who we missed?
Happy birthday to you. You live at the zoo. You smell like a monkey.
And you smell like one too.
Oh,
Oh, Zoe,
Yes.
what sound does the monkey make?
Sounds a bit like a gorilla.
And he's taking foreign language lessons.
Ah,
He's learning
okay.
a foreign. It's a monkey learning
This
a foreign
far
language.
and no farther.
Hey, what? Who?
So next up we have a
Scandal.
picture from Dinmore Junction, who has sent in a message saying Cassington Station Cat watches the Monday Club.
Yay! Is this? Oh,
That's cool.
If you could,
oh look, that's when we were showing off the Belleraphon.
yes,
It's a bit of a mouth.
the belly phone.
The belly phone. Ring, 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 ring.
Ring, ring,
on
ring,
the
ring,
belly
ring,
phone.
ring, ring.
And
the
before
belly
anybody
phone.
asks, no, I don't know where they are. Stop asking me. I don't work for them. Oh. Right.
And Beth, I'm sure he'll end up at the MPD at Gromont. I'm sure that the van will end up parked up in the car park, and he will end up at the MPD.
Do they have a webcam there?
I think. Oh, I don't know. I know Keithley does.
Does it let you wind it back and see previous pictures, so you can actually get a picture of him parking the van and going for a wander and go, so, working were we?
It's okay. There aren't any bus lanes there. He'll be fine.
Oh, SHGP Media. No, stop it. Behave yourself. I don't know.
Jenny, where's the Bellerophon?
Oh, most of the time people go, where's the lady? You said it was here. Yes, it was here. I reviewed it.
You physically had it in your hands.
I physically had one that turned out to be flown in. But
It's
yeah,
not the point, though, it was
apparently
here.
they're here this coming week.
When's it out? Jen? When's the leader out?
It's here.
I don't know. I thought
Can I
it
have
was
mine? I put a pre-order in for it. When's it coming?
Which colour did you go for?
Pink.
I went for the turquoise with the green stripes.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it looked pretty.
It's being painted as we speak.
Sky blue pink with yellow dots on.
Anywho, I don't have one. And people are like, oh, you get all these freebies. I had to give it back, so I didn't get it.
Are they doing an intercity livery?
No, just rail blue with yellow ends. And they ignored my request to give it a tops number.
They also ignored your
Jenny,
request
are
to
there
print,
any
to paint
updates
it
on
in
the Hornby
invisible
models
paint.
that are still delayed, Jenny? Are there? Do you have any updates, Jenny?
No, I don't.
No, why not?
I know that there was
What's
a bit...
the use of you
over
then?
Christmas, there was a little bit of an issue because the unbeknownst to the technical people, the steam-fitted models hit people's hands a little bit quicker than anticipated. So the profile wasn't live, but when you connected the models, it was looking for a profile that didn't exist.
Yes, and then it says you need to update, so you go okay, and then it can't find it, and then it all goes horribly wrong.
Yeah, that has now been fixed. And right, despite the fact that some of the armchair experts were trying to claim, oh, you just have to do this, and you have to do this, and try.
You just have to wait.
No, you don't want to listen to them, because all they will do is break your expensive model for you and then go, oh, well, you must have done something wrong, nothing to do with me. So don't listen to those.
Say what you mean, Jen.
Yeah, well, I've got a name in mind, and I'm really trying hard not to say the name of this particular person who thinks they know everything and knows nothing.
Fair enough. So we've got a message.
Chip or something.
Yes, microchips.
Yeah.
So we've got a message here from Ham Shackleton who says,
Hello,
very
Ham Shackleton.
Very short video of the first movement on my layout for several years, now that I have a working DCC controller again. So it's got some DCC sounds on it, and the track badly needs cleaning. But, never make excuses.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Everyone has different things.
Yes,
so let's
James
go for it.
Pett, yes. It's a particular numpty on RM Web, and he's also on on the Hornby forums as well. And they're a real nuisance because they think they know everything, because apparently they worked in the car industry and they're really knowledgeable.
I'm so glad you're not giving any clues as to who it might be.
I'm not that bothered, because he called me. He made out like I was in the pocket of manufacturer. So I don't really care. It's like right. Anyway.
Yeah, can I just quickly remind people that the things that you claim that are untrue, that you lie about on the internet, can come back to bite you. If someone is particularly angry, it can come back on you.
Yeah. Oh, no, I basically just some YouTuber takes the pee out of him. And people... Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Did do that fart.
Apparently, I get paid by
Do you?
Hornby, Hellion, Daypol,
Do I pay you as
Curascale,
well?
Backman. Yes.
Do I pay you?
Yeah.
Wow.
You heard it here, Tom. Where's my back pay?
Oh.
Because apparently I'm in the pay of DCCConcepts.
Are you?
Yes.
I know you used to be.
Yeah, but not anymore. And apparently I work for KR Models and Hornby, and
you work for them all at
you
the same
sort
time.
of work for KR Models when you go and stand on their stand at a show, but that's voluntary.
Yeah,
You don't
it gets her into
paid
the
for
it
it.
gets her into the show.
He invited
Exactly.
me,
But
and
that's not.
It's like I
but
get
that's
on
not-
really well with them.
Thank you
But
so
that's
much for
it,
sending that in,
anyway.
Ham Shackleton.
But it's
Sorry,
like-
did
can
I
I-
just talk all over something?
Yeah, can I
don't
just
worry
say, Laurie Rose has also spent time on the KR Model stand, but is not employed by KR Models.
Are
But
you stressing this point somewhat now?
it's like, no, I'm fine. And Relax.
Anthony, we just picked up a message from you. Apparently, Facebook took down one of his things that he put onto a page. I did wonder about why something had been taken off the Monday Club group. Apparently, an announcement about Hornby's forthcoming announcements was removed from the Monday Club page because Facebook's algorithm decided that pictures of Hornby locomotives were nude.
Oh, it does this from time to time. And it's like, what I really hate is they're like, AI is great. It means we don't have to have any human beings. And actually, AI is thick as pig shit and just gets everything wrong.
Yeah, apparently Gronk's a nudity.
And also, I mean, did you see it? It started just like Apple's AI just started just outright making things up and claimed the BBC.
As says it banned him for a week. I wish I'd known how to do something about that, but unfortunately, sometimes it just takes all the power out of your hands.
That's the thing. We're the admin, but we didn't do it, and it's like we have no say in the matter. It just goes, this breaks our rules, and there's no like, no, it doesn't. It just goes, no, we're the AI, we're Meta's AI, and we're so great that we couldn't possibly ever be wrong.
I actually, on a forum once, said that someone was a cataclysmic idiot. Or those are the words I used.
Did it mark it
they
as
are
potentially
cataclysmic
offensive?
Apparently I was bullying and harassing this person until I pointed out that this was the person who said it was perfectly okay for the Mexican guy to kiss and grope the female football player, and I was calling him a cataclysmic idiot for doing that, right? And then when Facebook reviewed it, it went, actually, yeah, you're right.
Officially, he's a cataclysmic idiot.
But, or at least Nick Clegg says so.
The thing is, there's like a lot of stuff where you'll complain about something that's like basically a post where they're like going, Hitler was my kind of guy, like all this.
Oh no, Facebook said no,
they did not break our rules in any way.
Oh, I know.
And then you post a picture of the pride flag, and it's like, no, you can't have that.
Nope. Kanye West can say what he wants, but you can't have a flag.
There's another cataclysmic. Oh no.
Yes. Can I just say...
Richard does enjoy a good argument on the internet. Of course I do.
Can I just
say...
I
don't.
No, how dare you suggest such a thing?
Can I just say, the existence of Kanye West implies that there is a Kanye East.
Yes. Didn't he call his kid North? Northwest.
What, Kanye North?
Okay, right, so I think we've got time for at least one more, and it's actually another video of the Bahamas.
Sciatica,
but this one
you need to change seats now.
But this one's from a different station. So Warblers sent in a video of the Bahamas as it goes through the Vintage Trains rail tour from Birmingham New Street to Blackpool.
What? All of the Bahamas? Water, beaches and all sorts?
It snuck in when no one was looking.
Wow, this must
all
be
of the Bahamas.
How did it get through duty free?
Don't know. It's like Australia when it turned up in the Atlantic.
Yeah, that is. See, that's what I mean. This is steam on the main line. This is how it's meant to be. You don't get that at a preserved railway. And that's not like saying that preserved railways are bad. They're just not allowed to run them at these sort of speeds for reasons. Because apparently the world will end if you run trains.
He's done exactly what you don't like, Richard.
Things.
Oh no!
No, lovely video, and it shows it really pushing. I do like that.
Yeah,
and then it's just another look on the back on. I have no idea what's going on.
Can I just ask a question here? Why is it going through the platform road when there are avoiding lines in the middle? Because it wasn't stopping.
Because it wanted to be annoying.
So, like, this is the thing.
Because some highly intelligent network rail signaller will have sent it on the slow rather than the fast.
But it's like...
Because it's a steam engine and they don't like them.
Yeah.
Weird.
So, consequently, it gets later and later and later as it goes on along its journey. Yeah, slow line on West Coast Main Line. There you go.
Yeah. There you are.
Yeah.
Take care, Dave Scott. Thank you so much for coming along.
Absolutely. Always great to have your company. You take great care of yourself, and we'll catch you later.
That was lovely. So, we've got a little bit of time, and before we end up tonight, I just thought we might have a quick message from our sponsors. Then we'll come back with our final messages.
Hello, sponsors.
The Monday Club is proudly sponsored by TMC, the Model Centre. Check them out at themodelcentre.com. The website features extensive stocks of new models as well as selective pre-owned items where you can track down that bargain you've always wanted. Pre-order with confidence all of the forthcoming models from all the manufacturers. TMC also offer a renumbering and renaming service so you can get the exact identity of locomotive that you want. Why not also check out their value weathering, or go for something incredibly special with their bespoke service where you can choose from a more extensive weathered look right through to custom graffiti either off the peg or to a design of your choice. Check out TMC today at themodelcentre.com and start your model journey.
So yeah, we were just talking to that. We have talked a little bit about Hornby predictions, but one of the things that I really hope that we will see, because it's sold so well, it's sold out pretty much to pre-order, and which is exactly what Hornby need. They need models that just come and all sell. There's no discounting, and just leaves people wanting more. The LNER Coronation set that's currently doing the rounds. So I'm going to see if I can pick it up. Actually, I'm going to go to a different angle.
Don't pick it up. It's running.
But
Trying to get the train.
You'll upset James if you pick it up.
I would actually like to see, because there was 3 full sets of the coaches and 2 observation cars. So there's plenty of scope for Hornby.
But there's also other liveries, because those coaches were then cascaded down and were painted in standard LMS livery, for example. So there's other liveries that those coaches are LNER livery. Sorry.
So what's that, like teak? The teak livery, was it?
So they were then shunted around the network as well. I think they made it into BR days, if I remember right.
Oh yeah. So I think they ran up until at least the early 50s.
There's at least another livery that they can do the set in as well.
But I think
BR liveries post-war. Thank you, James.
Yeah.
Skipsy Train says, "Am I too late?" Gandalf.
Gandalf.
A Monday clubber is never late, Total Wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they mean to.
I guess
Gandalf.
Skipsy Trains has just got in from work.
Quite possibly. But no, actually, that was a good point. BR liveried version, rather than bringing it out in the same livery, then at least
then it was actually broken up then, wasn't it? So pairs went into other trains. And so you can run a train of BR liveried coaches with an articulated setting.
The Hornby 00, actually, back in 1938, one of their original models was the D2 articulated coach, and I'm sure that it was based on one of these. But that was actually in the like the teak finish.
I just like the detail level they've gone to, different coloured lighting in the different classes of coach, and just the fact that they're flicker free. You know, they've got a stay
off the track and they stay lit for a second or two.
Superb attention to detail on these. They're absolutely beautiful coaches.
Have you opened up because all I've got is the observation car. I took the top off and had a look inside, and there's some really fine Art Deco printing on. There's like an arch part way down the thing. Yeah. It's actually all printed, even though you can't really
honestly,
see it.
It's almost like someone has hired a bespoke model builder, and these are hand-built coaches. They are that detailed.
That good.
The patterning on the seats in the observation car is incredible. And when you look at it, and you actually think from a technical point of view, how would you actually print that? And you look at it, and it's like, that is actually really, really well done.
If you showed someone that train, they wouldn't, before now, they wouldn't think that was a Hornby train.
They think that was like a very expensive, professionally made kit.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's the kind of standard that it is. And I know it's expensive.
I've got to head off and get ready for Game Hammer. So
no worries.
You guys stay as long as you want.
You desert us. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
We know where your priorities lie, don't we?
Yeah, and James Pett, I know you do love your maquette, but the actual finish in the observation car, I'll keep talking about that because that's the
red blush to my mush is because it's warm up here and I'm wearing a jumper.
Yeah, it does get
a can of Coke.
Have you turned the heating off?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'd love a can of something.
You want a can of something?
Yeah.
Later.
But no, I do think. I mean,
is your watch vibrating, Zoe?
Frequently.
Yes, it has been.
But actually, I think you're probably right. A BR liveried version, and my guess is that the factory just kept making. They made that set, and they've made the BR livery.
It would be
version.
nice to think that, in terms of what's new from Hornby, it would be nice to think that they're doing pairs of those coaches in BR livery. That would be nice to think that that's something that they've considered.
And it would make sense if the factory made those and then made the different liveries. The economies of that work out. And you could imagine that they're tucked away in the Hornby warehouse, and they will make the announcement, and they go, and those will be in the shops like
I
on
hope
like
so,
2 days.
because it's too good a model to do one run and then stop it.
No, you can't do
You know.
one and done, because there was 3 full sets of the coaches plus 2 observation cars, and
Yes.
I've got a sneaky suspicion they're going to do the rebuilt observation car as well,
That will be nice.
so that you'll be able to have them like
So
the Welsh.
that's our prediction as to what's new from Hornby.
I think that's a dead cert. My gut feeling is that's a dead cert. I think we're going to see. What older models do you think will turn up in the Railroad
They
Plus
need to.
range?
They need to do an updated Eurostar plus the new Eurostars as well, not the TGV ones. The new.
J. Paul Anderson. No, it's the Coronation set actually belongs to James at DCCConcepts.
Yes.
It's on loan for tonight only. A beautiful set, but you can't get them for love nor money, and that's why I think that it would be a good idea for Hornby that to produce something like that just sells out. That is exactly what Hornby
Yeah,
need.
they need that. Yeah.
They don't need to be discounting it. They don't need it to be hanging around. That is, if they can keep producing models like that, then they are doing the right
100%,
thing.
100%.
Class 58 for Railroad Plus range. I could see that actually.
Thank you.
Are you still?
I'm still going on this, but I'll put that down there.
I could definitely see. Class 58, maybe a Class 86.
I think there's
as
only the
Sans Perel.
original Hornby the Hornby casting for the 58, isn't there? The tooling.
When did they last release it?
I don't know. I've got one of the. I've got 58001, which is like the original one that released in the 80s.
I think it's been done at least in the 90s. Valley's 56XX suggests Taff Vale Railway A Class 062. 02 Class 062 Steam Rail Motor, Barry Railway Scandinavian 080 or 082. I think it's going to be something from the National Collection. That ties in with that 200th anniversary. But I do think the Coronation Coaches is an easy shoe-in. For TT120, I think that there may well be a new... But they're not being announced, so actually
No.
they don't count.
I think TT120 does need a little bit more stimulus. It needs a bit more rolling stock and a few more locos.
I think
I
when...
think they also need a bit more on the scenic items. You know, like stations and buildings.
Yeah,
Just
I
need a bit more.
think when all of the other manufacturers working on TT120 bring out their products,
they
then
would,
things
yeah.
will spank
Yeah.
along. But I'm just wondering which manufacturer go, what? Who? But in terms of, I wouldn't be surprised if Sans Perel appeared. I think that's the kind of thing that Hornby might do, but I don't think it would be the wisest choice at this time. Midland Spinner, I could see that being a big thing.
Midland Spinner will sell a large number of locos, which is perhaps what Hornby need.
But yeah, I mean the big ticket sales.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's very easy to diss Hornby, and a lot of people do.
Yeah.
But we, as accessory manufacturers, we need the big loco manufacturers to be successful.
Yes.
We need them selling locos. We need them selling rolling stock. Because if people aren't buying locos and rolling stock, they're not buying...
Yeah, they don't need the track or the point motors.
We as an ecosystem, the scenery manufacturers, the accessory and electronics manufacturers, the loco manufacturers, rolling stock, we all depend on each other to do well. If one of us is failing, then it's bad for everyone. And I don't want Hornby to be in trouble. I don't want them to be having problems.
Yeah.
We really, really want them to do well.
I think Hornby is always going to be here. It's a brand that will just keep on going.
I do hope so. I really do hope so.
Yeah. And the hobby has never been healthy. I know that sort of about just this time last year, just maybe a little bit later, we had all of the doom and gloom, and then all the clickbait merchants jumped in like, is this the death of the hobby?
No.
And actually, no.
What we've seen is a broadening of the manufacturer base with really good quality offerings from Accurascale, from Cavalex, from Sonic, from, we could go, but that's much broader than it ever used to be. And we're getting far more offerings. But we do need the big manufacturers to continue to
Oh,
do
absolutely.
well as
You know,
well.
I think Bachmann are doing very, very well in terms of what they're offering. EFE Rail, I like a lot of the stuff. We've got the T3 is due shortly from them. I know that's like weird southern stuff.
Yeah.
I think the Munsell Z class. I've got a gut feeling this is the year of the Munsell Z class, but I don't know whether that's going to come from Hornby or whether we're going to see that from maybe somebody like Rapido. But I don't know. It's like you say, Hornby always like to chuck a curveball.
Yeah.
And you know, in previous years, they've announced things that have been completely secret, and they go, "We're doing this,"
Bang.
and by
Yeah,
the way,
yeah.
it'll be in the shops on Monday.
Yes,
sort of
that's
thing.
right. Yeah.
Excuse me. And I think there's going to be something, possibly the coronation coaches, but
And,
maybe
you know,
something
if you want
else.
to see something weird and so on, how about the double-decker EMU that they made? Because KR models are making
KR
that,
models
aren't
are doing that.
they? Yeah.
I've seen the photos of it in production, and I'll tell you later. But
Okay.
yeah, no, that's in production at the moment. Don't
like to
ask
see
me
that.
when it's arriving.
Jen, when's it going to be out?
Well, it's supposed to follow Leader into.
Jen, when's Leader coming?
I thought it would be here by about Christmas, but
It might have
apparently
been here
it's
by
taken
Christmas.
a long time for them to unpack the container, which did get to the distribution centre in St Helens, but for whatever reason, it hasn't been sent on where it needs to go in time. Some of them have been being dispatched. There are people who have got their Leader. There are videos on YouTube, other than me, of people who actually have their production model. It arrived in the post, they filmed a video, they put it out, and you know, there you go. So some people have got them. It's just the people who are complaining haven't
It
got
says
them.
Leader is coming this week, apparently. Valley's 5X, 6XS.
Yeah,
apparently. There we
that's
are.
the ones going to rails. The double-decker EMU SHGP Media is it's in production. I've seen pictures of the bodies all painted and finished. So soon, I guess, soon. Good night to you, Joshua W56. Now I'm very mindful. Bloody hell, we've gone
over.
over time.
Gone
So
over.
we're going to love you and leave you. It's been great having you company. And a huge thank you to Richard Brighton.
Thank you very much for
who
having me.
has- thank you for
Ticking the book, Andy. Ticking the book.
yeah, thank you for coming. So if you ever want an innuendo, Richard Brighton will give you one. Yeah? But you guys take great care of yourself. And Knockers Lane says only buying classic Wren models this year. If you want, I believe that Sawyer Models has some very rare Wren. They were
Is
going.
that Sawyer models?
It is Sawyer
Are you
Models.
sure that's what he's called?
Yeah, don't put the S on the end because that's not his name. But no, he's got some incredibly rare Wren models. He was going to send them to auction, but if you get in touch, you might be able to bag yourself some incredibly rare Wren models. That's Sawyer Models, Andy Fryer's Junction on here. But until next time, you guys take great care of yourself.
Good night.
Happy modelling. Bye for now. The Monday Club Express is leaving. You've missed it. Goodbye. So he does the announcements. I will warn you before you go, oh, what a shower of... But the mic is still live. But we're not on camera, so we can moon it and not...
That's what you think. Yeah.
Right, I'll just check and see if the Monkey of Madness is... 2 minutes to game hammer. And you will all be prompted to move across. But from all of us here, thank you for watching.
And it's good night from her.
And it's good night from him. Yoo-hoo, woohoo. And it's good night from Gandalf, but he's currently face first in a biscuit barrel, wandering around.
I thought I heard pizza munching sounds.
No, biscuits. Always
Biscuits,
always.
biscuits.
Have your double decker. God.
I need a drink. And a double
Well,
decker.
there's a drink and a double decker. Oh, yeah, there you are. Incidentally, if anybody ever wants to bribe Richard Brighton, you can get no worse than a double decker and a can of Pepsi Max.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm an easy man to buy.
Yes, that's what the guidebooks say. Put another tick on your bingo card there, Andy and Craig.
They've been very well behaved in the chat tonight.
Yeah, you haven't seen the stuff that's probably gone in the moderation queue. Let's have a different view. Let's have a look at the turntable. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's nice.
What happens if I turn your handle?
Well, it goes round. Go on. You can turn the handle. Can I just say that there's a very happy Richard Brighton, and he's winding up my turntable, and he's spinning it round, like a record baby, round. It's good, isn't it? Do you feel when you do that it should be going do 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 do.
That way Pop Goes the Weasel.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Magic Roundabout.
No, because it's like one of those did
Oh,
you
yeah,
never
the
have
box.
one of those Jack in the Box?
Yes, I had one of those Jack in the Box.
I think everybody our
Yes.
age had one. I don't think.
I think you should motorise your turntable.
What do you think that blue thing is next to it? Yeah. And what do you think that box with the on-off and the twirly thing?
This thing?
Yeah.
Does it work?
There was a technical issue.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
There was a technical issue involving I had to run it off a 12-volt car start. I think the Start Your Bastard 2000 box that you use for starting cars.
Why didn't you use one of our 12-volt 3-amp power supplies, Jim?
I don't know. Why didn't I?
I don't know.
That's a good point, actually.
Because 3 amps would have been plenty for that.
I know it pulled a lot. I had to connect it to a car battery effectively to make it work. The problem was that the battery went, "I am very old. I shall now see you later. Goodbye." And stopped working. Stopped accepting a charge.
So in theory, if it got power, it might still work.
Oh, it totally still works. I'd have to put the belt back on at the moment so that you can turn the handle.
It's on here, yeah.
But there's you see how that chain drive goes
Yes.
to a sprocket? That sprocket just goes
Go
to
to that.
Yeah, but the belt has been slipped off
Yes.
one end.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rubber belt.
Oh, dear.
How are you doing down there?
Apparently the answer is Dapple.
The answer's always there. Have you got one of my new Monday Club wagons?
I do not have a new Monday Club wagon.
Would you
on
like
the railway.
one? Would you
I would
like
love
one?
a Monday
Anybody
Club
else
wagon.
want one? They're still available from TMC, the Model Centre. Buy with confidence from the name you trust. But we're getting ready to wind
I
down
can
now.
pay you for a wagon with a 12.3 power supply for your turntable.
You just have a wagon for free. You give me loads of free stuff.
For review. I don't just give it to you because I love you. I give it to you to review it and say what
I didn't realise I was supposed to... okay. I didn't realise I was supposed to review all those cans of Pepsi Max. No double-deckers. Anyway, just got time to say you guys take great care of yourself. Happy
Have a good
modelling.
one.
Bye for now.
Bye.